has now been achieved. We have started the thing. We've done it. And I swear to God, whenever I turn around, the shower better be closed. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Summoner Blue. We're here today playing some Pokemans. Checking something really quick. Looking at the schedule okay. Alright. I'll give you that one, Emerald. I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
You were almost late, though.
Oh.
You were almost fucking late.
You were this close.
I was gonna backhand you.
No, not again. Please.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Mother, father.
Daddy.
Guys, a lot of neato things happened last time. A lot of some neato things happened whenever we were doing the things last time, and I'm pretty sure that April's probably fucking dead.
Yeah, I was playing Minecraft too hard and now I'm dead. April was blown up by Creeper.
Voltorbs are basically fucking like Pokemon creepers, man.
They really are.
It's like especially like in the first couple of seasons of the anime, like they just fucking a Voltorb would just roll up and fucking Voltorb, and then everybody's like, ah, fuck, and then it's like they were never there not to explode. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the point of there not to explode?
Chekhov's Voltorb.
If there was ever a Voltorb in an episode, it was going to explode. Like they can do
That's
other
like having
things.
Yeah, that's like having a coffee and doesn't do the poison thing, dude.
They can fucking do something else, you know?
I actually looked those up
Not all
recently.
Voltorbs.
I looked them up recently, and it's like, oh yeah, they explode or whatever. But then I looked up electrodes, and it's like, electrodes do it because it's fucking fun for them. Like,
Oh, dude, they
Voltorbs
love
do it
it.
when they're threatened. They love blowing up electrodes.
That's why they're so happy after they blow up, man. It's like freaking, they get some kind of sick pleasure from it.
Yeah, that's why they're smiling all the
Maybe
time.
it's just how they release.
I'm gonna blow.
Phoenix King, what happened to the screen? What do you mean? Have you not been here the past couple of games? Or is there actually something wrong with the screen?
Yeah, which one of them, please? Please.
Because we all know it could be either one there. There's been a lot of times whenever bad things have happened to my stream. Hey, Void Searcher, thank you for the resub with your Prime resub. Hello,
Emerald.
first live
I would like to,
Pokemon
though.
breakthrough LP that I'm watching. I'm sorry, Void, I didn't mean to give you that.
Emerald, I'm very proud that your wall is coming. You're doing better progress with this wall than Trump is with his. I'll give you that.
Man, you're constructing this wall better than you're constructing your life.
You're not wrong.
Listen, when Emerald can do better than your government, you know you.
Look at that wall of
complete.
capitalism.
Look, it's almost complete on this side. And then I could just say that it's complete over here because it races past the border. Look
I
at
mean,
that.
here's the thing, too. Like, I'm glad that the bridge doesn't actually make it to the wall, because it's not like there's actually going to ever be anybody making its way over from there.
Yeah.
This is like a purely capital aspiration. Then there's like PV aspiration and match aspiration. That's like
Yeah.
like 20%.
I made a wall and you guys paid for it.
I believe the specifications for the wall, though, were that it had to go around your entire box.
No.
Much like many walls, this one seems to be disappointing.
Oh, Void, you're German. Okay, I should have done better than that. I should have did German. I don't trust myself to do that. I don't trust.
Wait,
myself.
what's a funny
Don't
thing
trust
to say
yourself
in
to
a
not
German
sound
accent?
stereotypically
I
racist.
know a really funny thing to say in a German accent without.
No, stop it. We can't
Need
go
a
on
caption?
YouTube
There we
anymore,
go.
man.
Wiener
That's all
Schnitzel.
I
It's
need.
not worth it.
Wiener Schnitzel. Is that no? That's not German.
I hate German sausages. They are the worst.
So hey guys. So first thing is, everyone needs to go on like Pester Red because he didn't show up, and he never
I
told me he
gotcha.
wasn't going to show up. so people need to go pester him. However, we could get going without him. He's the only one that's seemingly gone. I don't know. Maybe other people are gone. Let's do a bit of a roll call. Is my boy Emerald Stag here?
I'll just
Yeah,
send him
hello.
angry gay sounds.
What about my boy Fomal Hot?
I think I'm still alive, but at what cost?
What about Best Lolly Eric?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Sherry.
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say Sherry.
I'm
She's
here.
best lolly.
Best lolly we have here.
No, she's second best lolly. I'm best lolly. Fight.
Oh, of course. Keanu best lolly.
All right, is Best Lolly Keanu here? Like, is
Aaron best lolly.
Aaron Best Lolly. All right,
Lolly.
is Best Lolly twitch.tv/FrozenFrost here?
Yeah.
All right, good. What about the other guy, Eric VA? What about that one?
I'm here. I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
Uh, 100% lonely.
Let's go over these amazing masterpieces here. We have Durant screaming at Kakuna, who is apparently just happy to be alive.
Or is that Durant saying he's happy to be alive as he's eating cocoon?
I think that
We
was
have,
last time. I just don't know.
We have
April
have,
2.0.
Her Pokemon combined to form a replacement.
what?
Why
They're
is...
stacked in a trench coat, obviously. Looking.
Yeah. It's all of April's, well, almost all of them.
I mean, I'm just looking at the holy beaver ass beside of it.
That's still there. You love the ass.
We
don't
have the
lie.
world's tiniest Yumbar. Retrieve arms. We have 2 guns now.
Wow.
Why do you have?
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
That's all I have to say about that.
And of course we have
There he is.
sold my wife for her own good squad.
Here, I'll make it better. Hold on. There you go.
What? He has a little party hat.
They had a housewarming party, but he's the only one who came.
He needs to be happy.
Turns out people don't sell their wives much these days.
Why not?
Hippity hoppity women of property.
Especially not for free.
I mean, you yeah, you basically gave her away for free. What's wrong with you?
It's like, how dare you give your wife to charity?
Well, guys, I think it's time for us to start thinking about things, start doing some things, and I think that it's only fair to call upon one of you who left early to actually explain everything that happened in the game last time. So, let's go with Keanu. What happened last game?
Okay. We got in the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and there were these shiny rocks.
Oh yeah.
We're like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
right?
You took some.
Yeah, I did.
Out of everyone, you took some.
I mean, I was blowing stuff up anyways, and Sherry took the earth plate, and that was really the only thing I was interested in, so I figured I might as well get something out of it. And then I lied, but that's later. We'll get to that. So he went on a magical cart ride through the lands of Mr. Mungus's caverns,
Mm-hmm.
where they're using floppy snakes to dig holes through the walls. And
Look at them floppy snakes.
and then we split up as we are wont to do. After we got to the rest stop, and everyone went off and then continued to split up, and some people went to the boss encounter while other people went to a snack and some gems. And then me and Sherry began committing minor crimes while that's really it. That's all.
She's perfectly fine with that. Like, you know. And you should be too, because she told you to.
Uh-huh. So we went and did that, and that's when I lied.
She didn't
and
tell
said
you to
that
do
there
what you
was a
did. She
gas
told you to
leak.
be fine with it.
Yeah. I did it of my own accord. She just told me to not be upset about it. And then we stole the things, and then we ran away, and then everyone else was dying, so we helped dig out April from being exploded because she like punted a Voltorb. And
That's a lot cooler than what I actually did.
well, it was like you tried to run by a Voltorb, but you punted the Voltorb.
It's like you tried to run by it, but like at the last second, you just, for some reason, you just decided to like throw a rock at it or something. I don't know.
My football instincts came up. I had to punt it.
And
So-
then
Why do we have
then
them
we
with
were-
us?
Shut the fuck up, Emerald.
traps and mirrors and smoke effects, and definitely not superpowers. And then chemo stuff, then run the fuck away. And that's all I know.
Also, about fucking time.
I've
Alright.
been here since hippity hoppity.
About fucking time.
You know.
Hey guys, Red's here.
So why do
Check
we
out
have
the
the
drawing.
Voltorbs with us?
Nani?
Well, because they were also rescued from the rubble.
Oh.
Yeah, they're friends. Jackass.
There are.
Well, one
Barney
of them's
Rubble was
friendly
attacking us. Oh
Well,
god, we
here's
brought
the
the
thing, like-
Voltorbs.
Here's the
know.
thing, like the workers think that the reason you guys are running is because of a gas leak. They're not gonna
Alright.
leave Pokemon.
I have a quick, really important question. Why the fuck is Mr. Krabs at my table?
He has the world's tiniest yum bar.
Don't worry about it.
Tiniest yumba. Too delicious.
Retrieve arms, Mr. Squidward.
I have a very brief internal question.
I
How would you give a Voltorb CPR?
mean, they don't have a
You,
mouth, so I guess you can't.
You would-
It's kind of
you
like
just have to,
breathing. Like, you ever have to blow dust out of like a game system or a Game Boy?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that.
You have to defibrillate. You have to defibrillate
Where's
them.
the slot?
But I mean, do they need to breathe? Because ow, I hurt myself.
I mean, they can't. They don't have mouths, so
it's
I would.
the
I would guess
eyes,
not.
obviously.
I'm just imagining like a fucking cartridge slot in their ass now.
That's how it goes.
That
man.
just kind of like opens and closes when it needs to be there.
Also, how do they breed?
How do they breathe?
Big old floppy Voltorb penis.
You know what?
It
Like a little
it comes out of
compartment
another
opens up
slot.
the
It's
bottom.
fine.
That sounds
Just
It's
a
just like it
floppy,
doesn't even look like a
organic
Voltorb one either. It's just big and floppy and like like freaking human colored or something.
You know, like the bottom like opens up, like there's just a thin line. So the
I regret
white
coming
part
back here.
separates, and they just
I should've just
stand up
never
on
came
their
in.
legs.
The balls are
And
like
the-
mini Voltorbs.
The red part is like the actually their head, and the white part is just the casing that protects the body that's curled up on the inside.
I'm gonna ruin everyone's day by telling them that Voltorbs are genderless. So, you know.
I
Big
feel like you're just trying to hide the
Doesn't change
truth.
the fact that they
Floppy.
can read.
Voltorb penis. All right. So guys,
Yeah.
I think that everything is so far is completely what the guys, give her some privacy.
You just noticed that?
Give her some privacy. Come on.
That's cute. I want
guys.
to see that.
I did that like seconds after you closed it.
Come on, guys.
Aww,
Come on, guys. Leave her
I'd
alone.
pet that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't look like they're very comfortable in the shower, to be fair, but
Yeah, why you have your clothes on in the fucking shower?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, not the other thing. Oh, fuck, that reminds me.
Other things, but still, this is a consistent problem that people think they can shower with clothes on.
That
Doesn't work like
reminds
that.
me.
But you shower
Well,
naked.
you know, I
slut.
think they're aware that somebody in here opens the showers on them all the time, so
Well, then why
They
do they
know not
even
to.
come here?
Right, that's
it's
why I
the
didn't
only
change it.
shower.
in existence.
Yeah.
Hold on, I forgot why I didn't change a thing is because it's considered a GIF for some fucking reason and not like a PNG.
You're a
USB
GIF.
stick.
Give me a second. I gotta change a file type real quick.
You're a gift.
Correct.
It's true. Fucking got ya.
I made a GIF of the thing I made earlier.
Oh yeah,
This little shiny moon that gets all icy.
it's really nice. I like it.
Takes fucking forever to load in Discord.
Save as PNG. There we go. It should be a PNG now. Is it a PNG now? It is. Okay. All right. Nobody panic.
Joker, look.
I fixed it.
We have more.
It's fine.
You
While I was fixing it,
did
NJ Nice gave $2 inspiration to Reb for being absolutely on time.
Hell yeah.
I'm always on time.
I don't think I should give that to him anymore.
I don't
Have some inspiration for
I'm
being
on
late.
time.
I don't think I should give that to you anymore.
I don't either.
Hey, fuck you, Emerald. Blue, please.
Be on time next time, fucker.
Hey, Emerald. Be likable
Hey,
next time.
fuck
fucker.
you.
I am likable. You're late.
Mom, Dad, don't fight.
Bloody think we're building a wall.
Oh shit! What did I even do that for? Wait, that wasn't what I wanted to turn it into. Fuck! Alright, hold on. I'm a stupid.
What you do?
I'm building a wall and y'all paid for it.
I
What you
edited
do?
the wrong picture. My brain wasn't working. Anyway. That's gonna be an inspiration to my boy Red. I will get that to him in just a second as soon as Photoshop loads again. What the fuck? I'm such a fucking idiot.
Accidentally loaded up some hentai.
No, it wasn't a hint. It wasn't a hentai. I'm trying to put a Pokemon in a thing, but like I made it into a tiny version of the girl that's in the shower
Cute.
instead of the actual Pokemon that I wanted it to be. Because I was like, why it's not a Pokemon? Oh, right, because it was a fucking GIF for some reason. I don't know why it was a GIF. Save as PNG. Bam. That should do it. It did it. All right. Should be called 156 now. Get rid of that. Go to custom. Gosh, golly, gaw.
Shucks and gee willikers.
Did it though. It's done now.
Dang it.
It has been fixed. All right, cool. Anyway, everything that was said was basically true. You know, about all about the weird gas leak thing that happened. You guys doing your things. The fact that you were attacked with traps and technology. That was you know. Everything's fine with everything that was said. At the end of that session, however, there was a interesting little thing that did happen because again, when you kind of went on it with the chemo stuff, but you know, at the end of that fight, there was some very strange levitation-y things going on potentially. Who knows? Maybe Shooter did everything and Chemo was just looking at it with her hands for no reason.
Yeah,
It's something she does.
It's just, you know, why not? I mean,
why not?
I want
Why
to look
not?
cool.
I mean, I'd do that at the train.
Oh, you're the stream boss? Hell yeah, dude. All hail the new stream boss. May forever he reign.
You know, and
I think I
Shinibio,
bought
and she
that
runs
in
after.
the
She's
league.
like, "What?" The door opens. I do that.
Guys, as you guys are making your way out from the area you were in, at the very end of the game, I did let you guys figure out that unfortunately the tracks do eventually end. As you guys are going on, there are two carts that you guys are in, a front cart and a back cart. On the back cart, we have Chemo with Evelyn, Lee, and one of the workers who's like basically holding on to the Voltorb, and like he's kind of standing on the back of the cart to give you guys some room because it's like emergency situation. And
That's super dangerous.
Stuffle is probably, I mean, yeah, obviously, but you know, there has to be room for the fucking Voltorb.
He's trained. It's fine.
The one that fucking exploded.
But Voltorbs don't need to breathe as far as we know.
As you guys are in the back one, the front one is comfortably sitting in the center is Sherry with the Azuriel apparently. And you guys have placed the unconscious April in there, who is being tended to by Varric, who is just kind of like letting her lay there. There's not a lot of room in here, but the other Voltorb is in here, looking concerned at April, because it was the one that that she made slight friends with, and then he looks away because he doesn't fucking care. Because he's a Voltorb. And of course there's another worker who's kind of hanging on the side of the thing so that you guys can keep going. And Keanu, you're in kind of the front. At the very front with the controls is the security officer, who is kind of standing on the front like with the thing, like holding on, but like again giving you guys room. You guys all make it to the end of the tracks, and as you make it to the end of these tracks, you guys have to slow down, unfortunately. And for those of you who are not used to this area, you also notice being at the end of these tracks means you're not out of the cave. You don't see an entrance or an exit either from where you guys are.
I guess
In
we
fact-
need to keep going.
In fact, it's a lot darker than before.
So we're in a dark cave, eh?
Doo-doo.
Does anyone know Flash?
I don't think
Come
that's
on,
appropriate.
I think somebody actually does know Flash.
Come on.
Yeah.
Does someone know Flash?
Yeah.
Hamon's also dead.
Too bad
right
he's.
now.
I was gonna say too bad he's
Oh,
dead.
is he? Oh, he's out. Oh,
Oh, I could actually fix that.
can you?
Yeah, I have a revival herb.
How do
Oh,
you
do you know how to use it?
remember? Those need to be ground up.
Oh. I didn't know that.
I mean, if we can just find something to grind it up with.
Yeah,
can't
you
we?
can just find something, but you know.
I'm sure April has
Wait.
something for it.
What are you,
Well,
for
there's a
grinding stuff? You could just chew on it and put it in their mouth.
There you go.
Live, my child.
That's one. It's one thing you could do.
You guys make your way to the end of the tracks. As you guys do, it slows to a stop and hits the what do they call those?
End
Fuck,
of the
they have a
track.
name for them.
The track enders.
There's a name for them. There's a name. I learned it from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
Fuck.
Choo choo, motherfuckers, you motherfucking
Ah.
birthday.
All of my children's programming mind is
Buffer
just on the
stop.
waste. Huh?
Buffer stop?
The buffers. Yeah, the buffers. Ah. I'm glad
We're
I
just
thought
gonna
about that
help
by
you.
myself. Anyway. As you guys have made your way to the end of the buffers, the three workers jump off. They go to check on each of you. They go to check on the Voltorbs, especially as they grab the Voltorb. He grabs this Voltorb, and you guys are getting out of the carts. I would like to know. First off, Sherry just kind of jumps out because she's not hurt at all. She seems to jump out and like kind of look around. You notice there's a lot of like, again, moisture and kind of dark areas here. The ceiling is still too low for Tropius. However, if you needed to, you could potentially bring Tropius out maybe over the water or something. Because there is like a little bit of like an underground stream like area here. Keanu, Varric, Evelyn, Lee, what are you guys gonna do?
First off, gonna get out of the thing,
You go to get out.
and
Do you
second off,
Mhm.
what am I holding?
Well, first off, you were holding Stuffle. You probably, again, Stuffle has not really liked it. Stuffle does not like
Oh,
being
yeah.
held.
I'll put Stuffle down. I'll put down
You put down Cena.
yeah.
Evelyn, are you getting out as well?
Sure.
You go to get out, and as you guys do, Chemo goes to get out. I would like both of you who are in the back, I would like you guys to roll for your perceptions.
Oh shit.
Give me some good
Some
perception
perception.
rolls, my dudes. Also, let me give you your extra inspiration. my dude.
Oh,
There you go. What'd you get, Evelyn?
that's a
8?
12.
What'd you get, Mike?
15 plus my perception, which is a 4, so a 19.
19. As you guys are making your way out, you notice Lee getting out. Evelyn seems to get out pretty okay. You put down Stuffle. You look back. You look at Chemo, and as Chemo goes to get out, you notice that again in the light, the slight light that is around the cart, because the cart had its own like little electrical light thing. You notice that Chemo is sweating like a lot. You notice like glistening sweat over her head.
I guess I'll get closer and be like, Chemo, you okay?
She seems to be trying to climb out from the cart. As
Oh,
she
wow.
does, I'm gonna roll for Chemo really quick to see if Chemo can fucking, whatever.
Does she need help?
Chemo seems to be trying to get out of the cart. As she looks over to you, she puts her leg over. As you notice, her putting her leg over on the side of the cart to get out seems to take most of her strength. She seems to stop, and you can see like visible exhaustion on her face.
I'm gonna go help.
Make your way over. As she looks to you, let's roll again, Chemo. Let's see how you're gonna take that. Oh, okay. She looks to you and she does not say anything. She does not do anything. She kind of just lets you help her out.
Yeah.
She does not seem to be very talkative, but as you help her out, you kind of feel again like heat going off her. Like she's throwing off a lot of heat, almost like she has a fever. As this happens, Keanu, Varric, are you guys getting out?
Yeah. I'm gonna also try and help
There you go.
April, but,
I was like,
you know.
we need to unmurder April first.
yeah, we need to get April out too, and unmurderify her.
All right, are you guys gonna try to get April out?
Yeah.
Both of you roll me for a strength, and April, I need you to roll me for your endurance, please.
Alright, got it. Let's go.
Let's do it. Not even putting inspiration. Let's go.
Natural 20.
Yeah, that's how you should do it.
Okay, good. 17.
19.
Okay, so they got boss rolls for getting you out without like any problem, and you got a pretty boss roll on your endurance. So as
My bones didn't break immediately.
as they get you out, April, you start to come to. Speaking
Oh!
of which, April,
That's good. We don't have to put the
let's
bitter
just,
stuff in your face hole.
let's just
You feel like shit. Let it be known.
you got this. I'll give you that one.
You give me this one?
Yeah, you can have you got this one right here.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got that
Hooray!
one.
I am feeling like shit.
April, as you're waking up, you remember an explosion. As Litleo jumps out as well. Guys, April is making noise.
Morning.
Are you back in the war?
You were in a war?
I don't know, Wesley. I didn't really think
Was
that
the
through.
Keyblade War?
Beyond you getting dumped, I don't know a whole lot about you.
Oh, me neither. Let's go.
Have you killed people?
I've gotten pretty close.
The
Oh.
security officer comes around as he seemed to have came over to try to help with April as well, but he sees April's up and he's just like, oh, thank God. Ma'am, are you okay? And how many fingers am I holding up? He holds up 4 fingers.
I can tell you're holding fingers.
Good enough. All right. As he looks around, kids, we have to figure out where to go from here. I'm not really that well familiar with this area of the caves, but if there was a gas leak back there, we need to get ourselves out. I know that we're probably near Orbur at this point.
You have a fire type Pokemon?
That is not something we should do. Orbur is very well known for its coal mining. There are pockets of gas and other things like that all throughout these caves.
Oh. Wait a minute. Deco,
Mm-hmm.
how bright is the light that Shooter sheds?
It's bright-ish. It's like not as good as like a flashlight, but it's definitely bright-ish. Oh, wait, when he isn't covered?
Yeah.
Pretty bright.
Okay, then I'll pop him out.
You realize that if you pop him out, that is basically the equivalent of him being half HP, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay. I just want to let you know that.
I know, but we're in a dire situation here. and I think he
100%.
realizes that.
As he says that no fire Pokemon because again bad things will happen. The freaking Litleo just kind of like looks over like it's just like there's a fire Pokemon right here.
It won't.
As long as it doesn't use any fire attacks, he says it should be fine.
Oh, we're getting Lily's every time.
At that
Sure, you
point-
just know Ember.
At that point,
fine.
Shooter comes out. Do you want to ask Shooter to get rid of his shell?
Yeah. Shooter, we could really use a little bit of light here. And I know that popping off your shell doesn't make you super comfortable, but we really need to get through.
Shooter looks to you. Roll me for your expression. Also, Magi of Necrodancy resubscribe with his Twitch Prime. Pretty cool. Oh my, Shooter is streaking. How lewd.
He's done it before. No!
Oh, did you take Bit Boss?
3 plus your 7. He understands. What was that?
I see a long may he reign in the chat.
Long may he reign.
Oh, was
Magi and Necrodance.
did he fucking get Stream Boss by subscribing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Long may he reign!
Well, the last Dream Boss was made from only $2.
That is true. Hey, forever may you reign.
The bar is at the Herbs Court.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a ton of like just new stream bosses over the next couple of days.
Maybe that or someone.
It's just
goes
because like I think like $1 or $2 can get people stream bosses right now. With that being
the
said,
long line of key.
it's like you know like in the Middle Ages when everybody wants to be king. Like that's what's gonna happen in my chat for the next couple of days.
You're
I think.
a king, and you're a king, and you're a king.
As Shooter releases the shell around it, it falls to the ground with a bit of a crack as it splits into 4. Sorry, it splits into 4 clean parts. Shooter then lets out a very, very vibrant glow. Everyone, the Shooter you now see is the Shooter from the thing on Evelyn's square. It's a little purple boy.
Hey, the purple.
It's a little purple boy.
Propel.
Yee.
Purple.
Purple. As Shooter sheds that and lets off a little bit of light, you guys can now very clearly see off in several directions. I actually didn't expect you guys to have light right now, so that's really good.
Hey.
Mostly good because as you guys look into the water off to the side, you notice that there are a lot of large shadows in the water.
Ooh.
Wow,
Meaning, now you guys know it's not safe to cross the water.
Guys, there might be
Can we
aquatic
see what's
Zubats.
in the water, or
No, you do not see what's in the water. You just know
Damn
that there are large shadows in the water.
if
Don't know
only I was
electrocuted.
not at my weakest, I would jump in and go finding friends.
No.
This was literally here for if you guys said you were going to try to go through the water, which I didn't think you guys would do, but I can't
we're
put anything
us.
past you.
We're us. So
There are the very large shadows in the water. However, you also notice off to over here, there is caves going through that'll continue going. There are in this room just one cave that you guys can continue to go through. These 3 still seem to be under the impression there is a gas leak. Do you guys want to say anything to them?
What are they
You know, maybe we should make it clear about what happened. You see that Voltorb over there? Yeah, it kind of exploded. That's what
We're
happened.
cutting out.
I am.
No, he's clear on
He's
mine.
not cutting out for
Oh,
me.
maybe it was just me then.
Bad, Eric.
Yeah.
But no, continue.
But yeah, that's essentially what happened.
All right. That doesn't explain the black smoke.
Really?
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
He looks over at Lee.
Oh,
Black smoke?
Not Lee, he looks over at Keanu.
I got nothing for that one, man.
As he looks to you and Sherry, he's just like, You said there was a gas leak.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of black smoke, so I ran.
But was
Black
there?
smoke and an explosion. It sounds like a gas leak to me.
Okay, how about we
Keanu-
don't know what actually happened?
Keanu, roll me for your charisma.
Voltorb exploded. There's a gas leak. You know what? It's all of the
he's
above.
getting a
guess.
lot of conflicting messages from you
13,
guys.
14, 15, 16.
So 16. He looks to you. He seems to like put his hand onto his chin. He just kind of like rubs it a little bit. He's just like, all right. Well, I can't expect you to understand what a gas leak would be. And to be fair, the black smoke, don't really see how it could be a Voltorb. I think the two situations were just a coincidence. I'm glad we were able to get you all out, though. I wouldn't worry too much about the people back there. They probably have some way of getting out themselves. He looks over to the two workers that are here. They seem to be like checking on the Voltorbs. The one down here who's at the more aggressive Voltorb is kind of like wiping some soot and stuff off of him. At that point, he looks down the cave going back the way you guys came. As he does, he sees that there are lights and stuff coming off in this direction. As he sees these lights coming off in your guys' direction, does anybody want to say anything? Because at this point, I will say, you guys also see lights coming in your direction.
You know, how about we just get a move on?
I don't know about you guys. You guys probably still got work to do down here or something, but we should really get going to Orberg.
Yeah, we don't want to. If there's a
He's
gas
just
leak and
convinced and there's a
explosion
gas leak, and he's like, you guys can stay here if you want.
I don't know. I don't like. It's not. Isn't it not a gas leak? Isn't that what they said?
He says that
it seems like
they
both.
said they don't know. He's getting a lot of mixed signals. The only thing
just
that
making
the only
sure
thing
he
that the
knows.
16 in charisma gave him is that Keanu does not know.
I
apparently.
was under the impression that they were convinced that it wasn't a gas leak. Okay,
The way
never mind.
from what they first went with was gas leak. Like that was the first
Okay.
thing that they had said.
Well, we should probably get moving then.
Okay, if that's what.
Yeah, I don't want to hang out in a spooky cave because Zubats might be in here. And honestly, I'd rather just like go out where the sun is shiny and I can let my Tropius out.
All right, well, let's try to get everything moving then. There's some people coming. We could potentially get their help.
It's fine.
I
think we
don't
should
think
just-
we.
Our
it's
friends are
not too
really
much farther,
injured.
right?
Remember, she was buried by rubble. We need to get her to a hospital.
Yeah, and some of our Pokemon are pretty hurt too.
Both of you roll me charisma.
okay.
Varric and
Let's see here,
Evelyn.
let's see here. Smug
Who?
Inspiration.
Varric and
let's
Evelyn.
go. Yep, I'm doing it.
He said who? That's why I said it.
Oh.
Emerald.
Sorry.
Emerald.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh,
Not bad.
yeah.
Are
It
you
was.
Yep.
You're using a smug inspiration?
Yeah.
On,
This is the exact reason. So 13 plus my charisma.
I was.
So-
It's one of your best stats.
I know.
And you only have
I
2
know.
inspiration.
I still only got a 13 on the roll. So,
That's an
you know.
18.
He
It's
likes to make
smug
sure.
inspiration. It's for charisma.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, perfectly fine. What'd you get, Evelyn?
I got a 18 plus 2,
All right,
so 20.
you guys
Plus
are
two,
both
but then
very
you also have a
convincing.
and that's expression.
You guys are both very convincing. As he looks off toward them, he looks back to you guys. He goes, "No, you're right. Let's get out of here. You all look like you've been through a lot."
Yes.
As you guys all kind of gather up. Lee, again, you notice that she's being very silent, but you notice that, like, as she starts walking a bit, she seems to actually lean into you a little bit, but she is not saying anything.
I'm just gonna make sure that I'm helping her for the most part. The only thing he'll say at that point is just like, thanks.
All right, gonna roll for her. Oh, okay.
Vodka. Nani?
She's not leaning on you anymore.
Oh, yeah, we'll see about that. I'm gonna make her lean on me.
I'll show you.
She seems to look to you as you say that, and then she's just like, you fuck off, and then she's fuck push you off. I'm kidding. She doesn't say that, but like she seems to immediately get like a look of like either self-consciousness or something as she pushes off from you, like has like her regular chemo look of basic son bitch, and she decides to get off.
Resting bitch face.
At that point she starts going off forward. Evelyn, you and Shooter are kind of leading the way with having the light and all. Sherry seems to be walking behind you. She seems to be fine because she 100% knows it's not a gas leak, and she also doesn't know that there's a fucking boss chasing after you guys.
Yeah, maybe keep that shit quiet.
April, you making your way through. You can walk on your own. You can also get the help of others. However, I will say, for the time being, you will have a minus to your strength and your endurance.
Completely fair. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Just for the next, like, 10 minutes or so.
Can you pass me, like, a token so I can put it down?
Sure. Again, it's not going to be that long, but I will give you...
Yeah, but it's good to, like, know. 1
and 2. If you flip these over, they become red tokens.
What are the bad ones? The best.
Here you go. I'll put them over here with your little drawing.
With my clone.
It's basically, I'm only giving you minuses for what's just about to happen.
Yeah, but I like to keep it down.
Yeah. At which point, these workers are going. One of them is staying up near where Evelyn is in case he needs to be helping, like getting stuff out of the way. Another is like patrolling back behind. The one in the Alex J. Murphy, Chuck Reagan,
Chuck Rogan,
and Mark Weller.
I'm glad that you guys keep up the
man.
legacy of naming the workers while I'm.
All right. The Voltorbs, who have been slightly cleaned up, are kind of rolling beside them. They do not seem to be fainted. They just seem to be rolling. As you guys start off on your first little leg of this thing, I would like for is this the right like around where you guys are in this group? If Evelyn is near the front and this guy's near the front, like if these two and Shooter are the ones in the front, is this around where you guys want to be? Like what's going on here?
I'd say Lee would be a little closer to Chemo at this point because he knows he's putting up a brave face. She's putting up a brave face.
Chemo is still walking ahead of you, but yes.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna be close. Just he knows eventually he's just gonna get tired.
Yeah, Cena will be sticking close to you. At that point, Sherry would probably be back here. Anybody else want to change their position?
Missionary, hey.
All right.
I'm good. I feel very safe here.
Okay.
Not for long.
We'll say that from left to right, we'll say this is the positions. Is that fine?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
If that is the case,
Smack dab.
you guys make your way into the cave. As you guys do, after a minute or so of walking, you guys hear noise coming from the cave you guys just left. Some kind of reverberating, as if something struck metal. As that happens, The workers and the security officer both look back, very confused. At which point, a security officer seems to have a bit of static going on by his waist. As that happens, he looks down at it, and he seems to like shake it a little bit, and nothing seems to be coming through. He looks down at what appears to be some sort of a walkie-talkie. As he hits it and shakes it, nothing seems to really come out from it. As he looks at it, he's like, that's really weird. The caves down here are never good for reception, but I don't know why they're calling me. He looks off to you guys as that happens. It's going to be bad if I don't answer, though, and unfortunately I don't seem to be able to. You guys hear a striking behind you again. As that happens, he looks back, he looks to you guys. I'm going to roll for him really quick.
Don't go in, you're gonna die. If you go in that darkness, sir, you're going to die.
As he looks to all of you, he looks to the talkie. He's like, I'm going to go and check up on them.
That's hell you're walking into.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
They need to know how many people have got their way out of there, and they need to know that people are safe. I'll go back and let them know. They seem agitated. I know better than to leave him on hold for long. I'll be back. He begins to go walking back toward the way. Do you guys say anything to him?
I mean, does it matter?
There might be wild Pokemon out there.
Yeah, they could be agitated from the explosion, maybe the gas leak. We're hearing a lot of weird sounds back there. It
And
might be dangerous to go back.
from those shadows in the water, I wouldn't want to be there in the darkness.
Lee and Varric, roll me charisma.
I'm gonna be honest, like he's gonna die if he goes in there. Let me put that.
I mean,
Well, that's
Jarl, he
9
seems to know
plus
who
my
he's
5
talking
is a
about.
14 on that charisma.
I got a altogether 13.
he looks to you guys as he does. He's like, "No, you kids are right. Let's go, Voltorb." As the Voltorb follows him. It's not safe without a Pokemon.
Let's
Well,
keep the angry one. Wait, did you take the angry one?
I
took the
look to
angry one.
Lee, and I just give him that a resolute nod, like we did our best.
Maybe it'll be fine. Hopefully it'll be fine.
All right, are you guys gonna let him leave?
I mean, we gave it our shot.
Okay.
Tried convincing him, so you know.
We'll move
He's
him
dead.
back over here for a minute.
I don't think he's dead. He said he wasn't going to keep him waiting for long, so I think he knows who's back there.
You guys continue going. After like a minute or two,
He's
Okay, no,
dead.
he's dead.
echoes throughout the cave. As you guys look back, the next sound you hear is an explosion. potentially from the Voltorb you sent him with. I don't know.
We literally told him not to go. It would be dangerous. He's
Too late, he's dead.
Let's just move Alex over here for a minute. Let's just move Alex over here. He's fine. He's
Goodbye,
fine.
Robocop.
What happened?
I think we need to hurry.
As
Let's not
that
stop.
happens, you guys feel a rumbling coming from behind.
We need to go really fast.
As you guys see the rumbling, the two workers look off behind. They then look to you, and then they look off behind, and they're just like, "Oh, yeah, we need to leave."
Yeah, let's get him moving.
As
What?
he looks
What?
to,
What?
as they look to them, and they're like, "That has to be the Pokemon. They're trying to cave in. They're trying to cave us in."
The Pokemon are?
He looks back to you guys. As they do, they're just like, "We need to go. I don't know who you kids are, but we need to go."
Of course.
Okay.
That sounds like a very good idea, yeah.
As at this point, the workers will take a forward position because they're like, "We need to go." One of them calls the Voltorb to him, and guys, it's time to go through the caves.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys begin to go through the caves, the rumbling continuing behind you, as you continue going forward. At this point, you guys have light, which is a lot more than I thought you'd have at this point. Imagine going through this in the dark.
Oh.
As you guys get forward, you find yourselves at an area that turns off into two separate directions. One going off to the left, the other going off to the right. The workers have already told you guys that they have no idea anything about these tunnels. They've already said they're not familiar with these parts of the tunnels. Looking down the tunnels, one of them seems to be the area that goes down where the stream is continuing. The other one does not seem to be going where the stream is continuing. I'd like to know, do you guys take the path of the stream or the path without the stream?
I'm guessing we don't have time to look at the ground for footprints.
If you guys are leaving, if you guys are moving fast away from the earthquaking behind you, then no. However, if you guys want to look at anything, if you guys want to convince me of anything, if you guys want to tell me anything you guys could do with your stats or with your Pokemon, please bring that up now. If not, pick a direction.
We have a momentary pause here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna turn my flash on and take a picture down both directions.
You're gonna try to put your flash on and take a picture down both directions?
Mm.
Keanu, you go forward. You pull out your camera. As you do, you turn the flash to on, and you take pictures down both directions. Roll me your perception, 2 times. The first is for the left. The other is for the right. The right is the stream.
First one is 16.
Mm-hmm. Left was 16, and right is 21. You notice on the right path, the water is coming toward you. Whenever you take a flash of the area down, the water seems to be coming towards you, meaning the water probably rises in that direction. Meaning it could lead to outside since you were underground, but it could also lead to some hazards in that respect. But as far as the ones that would lead more likely to the outside, probably the stream.
Yeah.
That's up to you. You know that the stream is the most probability of leaving, but it could also be hurtful because, water.
I don't know if everyone here can swim, but that over there is probably the quickest way up. I don't know about the other direction.
Well, it's
Sure.
We're about to find
Let's
out.
go with that.
stream.
To that
No,
path,
time to
away.
All right, everybody seems to be perfectly fine going down the stream.
Sherry, can you swim?
You said it's
She's-
just a stream?
It's not just a stream. It's a path with the stream continuing with it.
Yeah, we don't have to
Okay,
go
so
in
we
the
don't have to
stream.
swim.
No, but
Yeah.
just in case.
If you want
Okay.
to.
Sometimes these things are coming from underground springs, so we might have to go under something to get.
Honestly, that was going to be my thought anyway, but it's nice to have some concrete evidence with it. Let's go.
As you look at Sherry, what are you gonna say?
Can you swim?
She looks to you and she just starts thinking. She's like, maybe Electabuzz can.
If anything,
Okay.
I've Jelly Do to help her out.
I can
We're all
also
going
help
to
her if
die.
we need to.
How about you don't?
That's
pull
fine.
out
I'm gonna
the
stay
bus
with
without
Sherry.
swim, okay.
Maybe Electabuzz can though.
Let's go.
It's fine. Let's.
All
We'll
right.
get to that point. When
So you guys are going down the stream path.
I
Good.
guess.
As you guys are making your way down the right path, boop. Not the right path, but the right path. You know what I mean.
Are we leaving any noticeable trace of our movement?
As far as you're on a rock surface in a dark cave.
Hmm.
So, as much as you probably would, you know what I mean?
Just making sure.
Mm-hmm. I will say that Shooter being glowing is probably like if anybody's within a certain amount of area, they could probably see like a glimmering light in the distance, but who knows? Depends on how close they are at that point.
He's a will-o-wisp.
Yeah.
But that's up to you guys. Shooter is giving you much more benefit than hindrance, I will say right now.
Yeah, definitely.
As you guys move down the stream path, all right. Do I have it ready just in case you guys run into it? Yeah, I do. All right. Yay, it's going to be great.
Throw a Pokeball at whatever appears. Got it.
Please don't.
As you
Listen.
guys make your way down the stream path, you guys find yourself going up on a bit of an incline. As you guys do, you see large rocks coming out from the water, seemingly going all the way up toward the ceiling. As you go forward, you notice that eventually, you're seeing like what appears to be some stepping stones in the water going across the stream to the other side of it. These stepping stones are wet. From what you can tell, you're not sure how deep the stream is at that point. However, the path that you're on does not continue on this side. You have to cross the stepping stones to keep going further in. I would like to know, at that point, do you guys have anything else you would like to do? Do you want to try to go back to the other path, or do you want to cross the stepping stones?
I mean,
It's too
Okay.
late.
we should probably
Do
see
that.
what this path leads to.
I'm just asking. I'm just reminding that the stepping stones are wet.
Kimo and April might need help because Kimo looks like she's got a headache and April got exploded.
And
It's
how,
like I
how,
step in a rock, I slip.
how far is the crossing?
It's literally right where you guys are right now. You guys are about to cross it.
Okay, well, I mean, like Shooter can maybe levitate some of us across.
That's definitely a possibility. He can only do that one at a time, though.
Yeah.
So just letting you know. And if you guys are wanting any sort of speed, that might be, a little bit,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You guys can choose whatever you guys want to do. At this point, I want a couple of you. If you guys are planning on helping people across, I need to see how you guys are gonna do it. If not, I need for you guys to roll me for your dexterities to go over.
I would help Chemo since I know what's going on.
You would help Chemo.
Oh, wait, you
I-
said dexterity, didn't you?
It's like, are you sure you will help Chemo?
I'll have Shooter levitate.
Are you
Kimo
sure
to
you
the
don't
other
need
side.
someone to help you?
Oh, I'm fine.
I'll have Shooter levitate Kimo to the other side.
Trying to you make your way over toward this. I will say out of everyone, Evelyn, the one that seemed the most hurt is April.
Oh, April then.
April, do you consent?
I consent.
April, as you get lifted up, I will say, like, Litleo is hearing everybody saying they're crossing a stream, and Litleo just jumps up at you, like, nah.
Take me out to- it's like a floating balloon.
It just does not want to be near the water, and it's just like, no. You get levitated other. I will say that the workers will try to go over. At this point, Chemo will try to go over. She's near the front. She's gonna try to go over herself. Lee, are you trying to go over
Sure
yourself?
about that?
I'll go by myself.
All right, Lee, I need you to roll me for Dex.
I got this.
I'm more worried for Lee than I am Chemo, to be perfectly honest with
I
you.
got this. Ooh.
That is an 8.
I got this. I don't got
Oh
this.
God, yeah. No, your dex is fucked.
Chemo is gonna roll since she's going over with you. Chemo has a 1 in her Dex, so with what happened with I mean, she got a 9.
No.
The two of them go over as the two of them slip. At this point, the two of them slip to a point where they don't fall in the stream. However, they do slip off of the rocks. One of each of their legs goes dunking into the stream. They're halfway over. I need a dex roll from you, Lee, and I'll have another dex roll from Chemo.
Is Shooter done levitating April?
I'm gonna put in my one inspiration that I got. Thank you earlier.
Oh no.
Or is this all happening
This
simultaneously?
is happening basically simultaneously if you guys want to have any sort of like
13,
speed about this.
Urgency.
15, so I got a 13 altogether.
You got a 13. As you are making your way over, you felt whenever you slipped the first time, you did feel your leg hit the ground. Like there is ground beneath you where the stepping is. However, it came to the very top of your leg. Like this is probably waist deep water at this point. The stream going by is pretty forceful, but it's not like it's going to take you guys away from the stepping stones. As you make your way over, you notice that Chemo also slips just ahead of you. She seems to slip all the way, basically, her other leg into the water. She's holding onto the stepping stones. Are you going to help?
Yes.
Your 13 got you over what you needed right there. Roll me for your strength.
Oh, thank God.
Hey.
17 plus 3, so unnatural 20.
All right, you make your way to the other side. You reach back for Chemo as Chemo lets you drag her up from the water. Her entire she got all the way up to the waist, like with water, and you know she's wearing a skirt, so that sucks. Anyway.
Take the
Gracious animation.
It's at this point that April also gets put down on the other side. Basically, what this is, Evelyn, is every round you can get somebody over.
Gotcha.
As those two go over, who's the next two that's going to try?
The
workers are basically on like this side. They're like, we can basically go over. They're basically watching your guys' backs at this point.
Evelyn will go.
You're going to go over? You're not going to levitate?
I was gonna see if I could like try to like lean on, or I guess I could just levitate over. There's no point not to.
Do you want to levitate?
Sure.
All right, you will be levitating this round. Again, these stepping stones are wide enough for two people to try. Who's going with?
I am protecting the Sherry.
Well, I guess I'll go over next.
All right.
With her.
You will go over. I'm guessing Stuffle will go over.
Yeah. Come on, Stuffle, we got this.
All right, Barrick, roll me for your
Your
dex.
little walking sounds.
You got
just-
it.
I have
Cena.
2 decks. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you're fine. I got cross. You can get 5.
Hey, you are fine.
See?
That's pretty
What was I
good.
even worried about?
Stuffle, let's roll for your for your speed, my dude.
Cena.
I feel like
you're
Cena should just be able
unstoppable.
to jump over the stream, you know?
Cena's fine. Cena got a 17. You guys make it over the first hurdle of this, and you guys both got good enough. I will say that you guys can probably make it over the other side.
Yeah.
Like, you guys got really good dexes right there. All right, Keanu, you're going to try to go over with Sherry?
Yeah,
Sherry is holding on to Azuriel like a flotation device.
yeah. That's why I haven't taken him back.
I'm gonna
As
go ahead.
Sherry is looking around. Again, when it comes to Pokemon, Sherry never really shows any sort of fear or anything. However, whenever she steps out forward toward the stepping stones, there's no Pokemon here that are like anything that she's not afraid of. Like, she looks down and like she sees the water going by. And again, this water is not bad for you guys. You guys can probably tell, like, for Sherry especially though, it's a
like
lot
chest or
rougher than it should
shoulder
be. You know
height,
what I mean?
yeah.
So, Blue, I'm gonna go ahead and get my Pokeball for Barry ready, just in case something happens.
Shooter, do you want to?
If
Maybe.
you want, Evelyn can levitate you across.
Yeah, shooter.
She looks over at Shooter and she's like, "Yeah."
Okay. Thank you,
Alright.
Shooter. You're a big help.
Levitation. Keanu, you'll be going over with one of the workers in at that point.
Oh, that last
Okay.
worker's gonna die.
He's like, "Rah!"
Oh no! Fucking Kabutops comes
Oh,
and smashes him
Tarb.
down.
Keanu, give me a
Chemo.
dex.
Psychic.
Hey,
16,
Yeah, you're-
17, 18.
You're good. Yeah, that 18, that should be good enough to get you over both. The worker will go. Again, if he fails, he'll just fucking walk across the stream.
Nat
probably.
1, Nat 1, Nat 1.
Yeah, he got a 2. He slips into the stream and he's like, one of my legs in the stream. Oh, fucking well, and he walks over.
Yeah.
He
I
just
like
jumps. He's at that point. He just like, well, one of my legs is wet, but might as well make both of them fucking wet. I don't care.
Like buff
Coach,
40-year-olds
just
wearing
done that
steel
the entire
toe
time.
boots with like freaking industrial grips. They're like
Chuck
"Wow,
Reagan
what-
goes forward. He picks the Voltorb over his head, and instead of even trying with the stepping stones, he's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna hold the Voltorb over my head and go over the stream."
Why didn't I do
oh,
I should have just said that.
he just walks through the stream, seeing his friend walk through the stream. He's just like, yeah, I'm tall enough. I'm fine. I can't let this Voltorb get wet, and if I slip, it'll get wet. So he just holds it over his head. As you guys get to the other side of the stream, good job, guys.
We did it.
You guys did it fast enough too that whenever you guys look back toward the thing, you guys see lights. However, they're still pretty far away.
I detonate the C4.
With that,
See,
you mean,
with
with that you
Lantern.
mean you chuck the Voltorb down down the path.
Voltorb, use suicide bomb.
Oh no.
You guys make it to the other side of the stream. The stream continues going from where you guys are, and you guys notice a bit of a steep incline going from where you guys are. As you guys continue forward, at this point, looking off into the stream, you guys still see those shadowy figures. However, looking at those shadowy figures from this area, from this side of the stream, it's a lot easier to pick out some sort of details from them. As you guys look into the water...
There's something in the water.
You see red eyes looking back at you from underneath the water.
Mamma mia.
I want it. I want them.
What's
I want
that?
All of them.
You
I
guys
want
see
them.
red eyes watching you from underneath the water, and they seem to be tracking you as you guys go past them.
It's a sea of crabs.
I want them.
Crab people.
Wait, those are interesting looking Pokemon.
Waves to Pokemon
Yeah, wait. Let's
moving.
wave to the Pokemon. I also wave.
as we move along.
Say thank you to the Pokemon for not attacking us.
Wait. Do I do the thing, or should I?
They are
say-
they are deep under the water.
Yum sinks.
It's a candy bar in a stream of like pretty decently forced
It's
water.
gonna be carried away from them.
Damn.
Or, break apart and become mushy.
Did you
They're
guys
water.
name the fucking map Xavier?
What the
No.
fuck?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
I
The
misplaced.
cave is now known as Xavier. You were
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
you're
great
right.
Xavier's
you were in
cave.
the great gate of Xavier.
That was for this guy.
Oh.
The great gate of Xavier. Xavier is this guy. Anyway,
Porto.
as you guys make your way forward, however, you notice what appears to be yet another crossing area just north of where these things are. As you guys look like you're about to go on the crossing, these things go forward as if they're waiting for you guys to try to go across this crossing.
So they're in the water.
You would only get this, by the way, if you had a light, which is what you guys have right now.
Oh. Well then.
So is there any other way, or?
There is a crossing just where you guys have made your way. However, there is another path you can see with Shooter now that you are looking around like, maybe we shouldn't trust this. As you guys look around, you notice a path going downward in an incline.
I don't trust that.
So you could either go downward in that path, or you could cross the way here.
Could Voltorb use anything that like electric?
Voltorb, self-destruct.
That's not.
Self-destruct him.
That's not electric.
It's
He's a good Pokemon.
Just toss him and self-destruct, Voltorb.
Yeet.
These Voltorbs only know certain abilities, unfortunately. We mostly use them for, well, big jobs like exploding things.
You only
Exploding
make
is
them
cool.
hurt themselves so you can do your jobs. Cool.
Well, they seem to like exploding. I mean,
Oh, I probably would have known that about them.
you're in a
It-
stressful situation, Evelyn.
And
Yeah.
it looks like they're like the Kabuto are waiting for us in a menacing way.
I mean, you see red eyes.
And
You don't
they're
even
in
know.
the-
You. I will say this. I think the only one of you who would even know potentially what these are
Oh
is
no, I
Evelyn.
understand. I'm saying Kabuto because of me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Should
you
I
don't have
try
any
for it?
idea if these things are looking menacingly or not.
And they're in a water, and the crossing is through water.
The crossing is just the same as what you guys went over before. It's like a stepping stones.
Oh, that's actually.
That's not as bad, actually.
I just meet the DC for that.
Oh, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
A 12
fucking-
for.
Pokemania.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what Kabuto are.
I know what these are.
You don't know everything about them, of course. They're freaking
No.
prehistoric, freaking very much endangered Pokemon. You do know that in the past like decade or so, there has been fossil restoration and stuff like that, meaning that none of those Pokemon are truly extinct anymore, but they are definitely endangered Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is still a good way to go because
You ever see these things before, Chuck or Mark?
Forgot they have names. He's just like, these in particular? No, don't think so. We closed off one of the caves though before whenever we saw something there, but didn't look like these things. We don't really come into this part of the caves. This doesn't belong to Mr. Mungus.
Oh.
Okay.
These are the Orberg coal mines. Well, this is probably more of a section of an old cave, but we're close. It's in the same vicinity as the Orberg coal mines.
Okay. So.
Noticing the stream and stuff here, this is probably closer to Orberg Gate than anything, but
There's a stream at Orberg Gate.
there's water underneath Orberg Gate. As you guys hear him say this, however, maybe they don't know this because they've been underground, but you guys know there was a cave-in at Orberg Gate.
Oh. Do they know that, or would I?
They didn't say
why
anything
not?
about it.
Okay, so I wouldn't know that.
I mean, you guys would know that because they said it when you guys went into Jubilife.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Officer Jenny told
Oh, yeah,
us.
there was a cave in there. Hmm.
Do you guys want to try to cross? Do you guys want to go down the decline? What do you guys want to do?
Well, if there's a cave in at Orberg Gate, then maybe this isn't the right way to go.
Hello, the little thing.
Oh, those are Kabuto.
Okay.
Big crab people, oop-de-doo.
Keanu, you're getting close to the water.
Uh-huh.
They seem to scuttle closer toward where you are now, as they're
Take a
all
picture, see
they're
what
all
happens.
looking up toward you.
Hi. These things remind me of Zubats, and I don't like it.
So if we're stopped for a second, can I look around and see if this is like a well-worn path?
Are they like fish? I'm gonna like put one finger in the water.
You're gonna put a finger in the water.
Just one finger.
You notice the closest one, which is you know what? No, I want it to be. I want it to
Enrique.
be Xavier.
A
You know-
cheese sandwich or he who
you
walks the
notice
path.
the closest one like kind of moves its little feeler things towards you.
Hello. Are you mean or nice?
You just
I
have a
don't
finger in
wanna-
there. Who knows, man?
I don't want to fight you. I'm gonna poke it.
You're gonna reach in to poke it because it's still deep enough under the water, like at least elbow deep.
I'm gonna reach slightly farther and try and
Slightly
get it
farther?
to meet me halfway.
It doesn't seem to get up from the ground. It seems to just be looking at you, like moving its little feeler thing towards you.
I'm gonna poke it.
Gonna poke it?
Uh-huh.
You poke it. The top of it feels hard as a rock. As you poke it, you notice its little red eyes seem to like close, like you see like the little slit eye things for a second, you know, like anime. As you do that, it seems to like get poked, and then it does not seem to attack you.
Oh, I love it. These aren't like
Joker,
Zubats at
look.
all.
We have more.
They're here to be menacing.
I hop in.
Magi of Necrodancy, 200 bits. Why didn't the Wheel of Full Turn work when April tried to rush the Voltorbs last game? Either way, inspiration of Bidoof. You know what? That is completely true. That was my bad. However, I will say, she didn't say she was using her Wheel of Fortune either, so I think it's both of our
Listen,
bads.
I wasn't expecting that to feel so badly as let it happen.
That is true. Like, I think it's both of our bads, but it's also the roll bad. What did you say, Keanu?
I'm going to
I hop
consider.
You're gonna hop in.
Your name is Savior. And you'll be king who walks
No.
the path.
Guys, you
and
guys
you'll
see
be
Keanu poke a
sandwich.
thing while you're talking about where to go, and then Keanu just jumps into waist-high water.
This one's named Milk.
Keanu?
Keanu, as you
Jared.
do, these things seem to crawl over toward you. And as they're crawling towards you, some of them seem to try to crawl up on your legs and stuff.
I now have armor.
I mean, as much as I love this,
Henceforth, you shall refer to me as Sir Keanu.
At least we made some new friends.
I will say that since you guys now know these things and they're not fucking eating him, you guys know that as of right now they're basically neutral.
All right.
well, that's good to know. But we
Except for
still got
Charles,
the
he's
cave
a
in
dick.
problem. Charles is just sitting over there like, meh.
I didn't even notice Charles.
I like the idea of just one stickler asshole, Kabuto.
I know
Lee,
they're
as you
friendly.
jump in, several of them start kind of crowding around you as well.
And is the stream like as
They
heavy as
you
before?
feel
or-
like a bit of pressure from them, both of you. You feel like a bit of pressure from them, as if they're trying to lift up at you. Both
Yeah?
of you roll me understanding.
I wish I had that one inspiration. Although I
I
have inspiration, here, like I
understand.
don't know how much I used. I think I used them all.
Oh no! Is it better? That's better. Never mind. Hooray!
11 plus understanding, which is 5, so 16.
15.
You guys got 15 and 16. You guys can kind of tell these guys are trying to push you up from the water.
Aw.
Maybe they were crowding around the stepping things because in case you guys fell in.
Aww.
I'm a pet one. It's like,
These
it's
were
okay
literally
to-
here just to terrify you guys if you fell in. Like if you guys didn't have a light, I was gonna say something started crawling all over you and shit.
I'm gonna crush up some. I'm one of the yum. I'm gonna put it in for these little guys because oh my god, they're adorable.
They seem to see the yum like crumble into the water and then like fucking float off the stream.
No, like no, I'm gonna put it in my hand and like put it down. It's gonna be-
Guys,
Nice,
Come on.
nice.
And I
gotta
will
get outta
also
here,
let
don't
you
we?
know, Lee, now is really not the time to be doing what you and Keanu are doing.
What are
8
you
pairs
guys
of eyes
doing?
watching a bar float.
They haven't made a
You
decision yet.
turned this apocalypse scenario
I-
into a
well,
petting
yeah.
zoo.
None of y'all fucking chipped in.
Listen, we should all probably go. As
Come on,
much as I
guys.
want to hang out with
Time's
Xavier
over.
and
Come
and
on.
Cheese
Joker, look.
and Mr. Walks the
Which
Path,
way
I
are we
think.
going?
Going through this way.
Okay, so NJ Nice gives $6. Inspiration to Keanu. Please boop one with a Pokeball, he said.
Okay.
Well, no. Well, first off, I need to give Bidoof his inspiration. I forgot. Do inspiration.
I'm like-
Bam.
They're making a decision. Keanu's having fun. I'm gonna join Keanu.
And
Enjoy
that
fun in
was
this life-threatening situation.
3 to Keanu.
I want one, but they're so nice. I don't know if I want to take one.
I only want to take things that don't want to be taken.
But they don't want to be taken. I think.
But no, do you guys want to do anything while these things are here?
I mean, I am gonna try to coax the guys out of the water so we can.
I'm talking to
Oh, no, wait.
Keanu and Lee. You guys want to do anything? You want to get out?
know.
Oh my god. Do I take one?
If you're gonna do it, do it.
Does the M Princess go into the water now? No, because they haven't told them that. Here's the thing: everyone on the shore right now thinks that these things are just crawling on them. The only two that think that they're trying to help them is Keanu and Lee. Like Sherry's just looking at this like there's water, and she doesn't know that these things are trying to help people from falling in. She's just watching. They're
She's
asking.
watching in horror, like, oh, they're gonna die.
All right.
I mean, she's not watching in horror. She's still not afraid of Pokemon. She's more afraid of the water.
I'm gonna look at Charles. Like, take out a Pokeball. Want to come with me, buddy? Pick him up a little bit if I can. Test.
Lee, as you say this, I would like for both everybody here. You guys look down the path you guys just came from. The lights are getting closer.
Oh, they are?
Guys.
It's almost like you guys are being chased.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like we need to move.
Come on. Let's get on out the water. Go ahead.
I
and
mean,
boom
we
with the
have to
Pokeball
cross,
if you really
right?
want
That's
to.
why I got in.
That's why I'm
Well,
asking if you guys are gonna cross or not.
Okay, then let's cross. Let's cross while they're doing
Make
this.
decisions, people. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I guess people are going to cross, and we're in a perfect position to help people cross.
All right, so you guys are gonna try to help people cross.
Yes.
Okay. That's basically what I needed to know. These guys are also like just again crowding around the two of you. All right, people going across. Are you gonna have Shooter levitate anybody?
He'll probably levitate April again.
Wee.
Here goes the balloon again.
All right. At this point, Varric, you will go, and Sherry will go. So Varric,
Hooray, I'll help her.
give me a Dex. What was that?
I'll help her if I need to. Hooray. Let's go with the Dex, and that's a 9 plus my Dex. That's an 11.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be helping anybody.
Yeah.
Do-do-do.
Oh boy.
And Sherry's gonna roll. Oh. So you can make it kind of fine. You're slipping a little bit. You don't think that you have like the stability to help people. Sherry, as she's going by, her leg dips in the water as she slips. At this point, Lee and Keanu, you guys are here to basically show that she's not gonna fall in the water at this point. However, I will say he who walks the path will get below her foot and try to lift up.
What a good
As
man.
he who walks the path does this, Sherry looks at he who walks the path, and as she does, her eyes sparkle in wonder as she steps her other leg into the water.
Jerry, no!
Upon doing that, cheese sandwich will get under her other foot. And she just starts smiling, and then she just starts walking forward very slowly. As she steps forward, another one will get below her foot. And she steps forward and walks across like that.
Oh, these guys are really fucking diligent.
They apparently don't like people slipping and falling, man.
I mean, that's good. I love them.
They're like
They're
flumps.
amazing.
At this point, you guys basically know if you have any problems, these things are going to try to help you. They don't seem to have enough strength to lift somebody like Keanu or Lee up. However, they do seem to be able to stop people from slipping off. Meaning, anybody else who's going after will probably be fine.
Okay.
Chemo and Stuffle are still on this side. Do you want to have Chemo or Stuffle be lifted over? I will let you know that Stuffle is the one in probably the biggest danger of this.
He's in the most danger of falling.
He's also a stuffed animal. He probably hates water.
All right, I'll levitate him across.
Whee!
Flailing about. He's like, who's fucking picking me up?
Trying to smash everything. With
Trying
his
to smash
Herculean
the air.
strength.
Trying to smash the air. Freaking shock waves are coming off. All right, are you gonna go over Chemo?
Yeah, sure.
All right, go give me a Dex. Chemo's fine.
Hey, I'm fine too.
All right. The two of you make your way across, no slipping into the water. And at that point,
Nice.
the last people to go through are the workers and Shooter, who just flies over.
Yeah.
By the way,
One
Chuck, I love
one
your
just
latest
does his
album.
thing where he just starts stepping in with the Voltorb. Some of these guys are like, "No, we must help you." As he gets to the other side with his Voltorb.
We must help the hapless ones.
He's brought Boruto with him.
And at this point, Lee and Keanu, you guys are the only ones left.
That's good.
Okay, well, it was nice meeting you, Javier.
Do you guys get out of the water?
Javier.
Yeah.
Boop and run.
I'll
Good.
mi- ah!
You gonna try to boop it?
I'm gonna pet. Which one's on me?
What's
Milk?
the path is trying to kill me?
I'm gonna pet Milk. And I'm gonna boop Milk.
You boop Milk. As this happens, let's do the rolls. However, something's about to happen.
Oh
I might have
boy.
fucked up.
He's gonna get furious and evolve and kill you.
That's fine.
You get 3 rolls, so first roll.
Yay!
Is that a good or a bad?
That's good.
Which one
I
did you try?
Milk's on me.
This one? Milk?
Yeah.
All right. The Pokeball shakes once and then stops. As that happens, you've caught a thing. However, as soon as you do that,
Oh, they aren't gonna like that.
Oh.
their eyes start glowing a brighter shade of red. As that happens, they are going to attack you.
What have you done?
You didn't even wait till you were out of the water.
Well,
That Pokeball's gone, by the way, right?
Huh?
yeah.
Oh no,
That-
you
that
caught him.
It's underneath him.
It's right
Oh,
here.
okay.
You caught Milk. You definitely did. So, Lee,
Yeah.
give me a dex.
Wait a minute. Caught milk. Anyways, enjoy that.
Oh, you mean gone as in, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, the Pokeball disappears
Oh boy.
because you have 6 Pokemon on you, so.
Oh,
There's so many fucking Pokemon.
I kind of forgot about that.
kind of forgot about it. You have a
you
fucking.
can't
Six
even
is the
give him
limit.
back.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can an escape rope help me right now?
All you hear is Lee just go, got him, yeet! Just turn around and he's gone. Like,
Not
Lee?
in the same way that it does in the game. And I
Understandable.
believe I told you that if you ever did want to use it, you'd have to get one for everybody.
Well, I'm just saying. trying to get out of this
However-
water.
I will say that you using an escape rope by throwing the rope off to the side or whatever, I will say that it will let you roll for strength to pull yourself out instead of dex to get out.
you lasso a fucking
that fine?
stalactite.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me strength.
17.
Oof.
That's 3. Unnatural 20.
As these things start crowding you, you feel tiny bites happen on you. You immediately understand the killing intent of these things now, and you're like, oh, maybe I did a bat. You look to your hand as the Pokeball disappears, and you're like, oh, you throw a rope and you pull you just yank, you yank yourself, you yeet yourself out of the water.
I thought they'd be happy about coming with me, and if I had a chance, I would give him back. But I'm sorry.
As you make your way out of the thing, you are out of the water. Congratulations! They start crawling.
I get that. I wanted one too.
Let's
but
run.
They start
Wait.
crawling up from the water.
Let's get out of here, please.
That's
Congratulations! Now more things are chasing you guys.
Fine.
The upside, if they're really
Damn it, Lee.
slow, our pursuers might encounter a bunch of pissed
I'd
off
be happy. I
cops.
thought they'd be really happy to come with.
Leave. Why are you like this? Why do you catch everything you see, you silly man?
because they want to be friends with everyone. Now let's go.
So as
We're already
these
friendly.
things start crawling out at you guys are like, okay, we should leave. You guys start making your way, going off in that direction. You guys look back to notice that the Kabuto, as they're crawling on land, are very slow. They jump back into the other side of the stream and continue their pursuit.
Oh.
So we'll get to that in a second. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Maybe Sherry should take out Electabuzz now.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's around this time you guys find yourselves coming out from one part of the cave. As you do, you notice, as you guys come out, there appears to be a different cave exit somewhat behind you guys. It kind of forks off in that, as if you went in the direction, like opposite direction you are, it'd fork off in two different directions. But you're not going that way. As you look off again, you see like a bit of an exit behind you guys. However, you notice lights coming from that exit.
Wait, lights as in... Okay.
It's almost like the two paths you guys took before would join into this path.
Okay.
So the lights are probably from people who are behind you. As you guys look back toward those, you look forward as you see a large waterfall in front of you. This large waterfall seems to have areas to climb. However, there is no actual path in front of you. Meaning, the only way forward is to climb. You could potentially levitate somebody. It's a pretty long way up. It's about 30-foot climb.
It would probably take him like 2 rounds to get someone up there, wouldn't it?
I have a question.
What's up?
What role would this be considered?
First off, NJ Nice gave $2 more. Keanu doubled down inspiration to what? Keanu doubled down inspiration to Marilyn,
Marilyn.
I guess. All right, let's go. Inspiration to Marilyn.
Gee, a cutie.
Bam. Oh, he's telling you to double down as in to catch one too. But no. Nah, don't worry about it. I understand that.
Hey,
These things are very angry now. As you guys continue forward, you find your way up on this thing, and you wonder if the other path would have had another way forward or not. However, you have reached where there's definitely a waterfall. You will have to climb up to get up from where you guys are now, or go back down one of the paths to find somewhere else to go. Also, $6 more from Magi of Revenge says inspiration for the Kabuto squad.
Oh man.
Why?
I'm very tempted. Oh, fuck.
Monspiration, boys.
I'll give it to the spoops, because they're
Gotta be
very
real.
spoopy right now.
Gotta be real, that's my fault.
It's like, not gonna lie, my fault.
I kinda thought
I'm
they
sorry. Didn't mean to
they
catch
really-
the endangered Pokemon who worked with their brethren to help people inside of a cave.
I thought they liked people. And they wanted maybe they wanted to
people,
go
they
and
didn't-
explore the world.
They wanted to stay in their cave to help people. That's what they wanted in life.
There's
That's all they could ask for.
Hey guys, rock climbing.
Rock climbing.
Yay, rock
Do you guys want to
climbing.
climb up the rocks? Do you guys want to go back and go down that other path you guys found? Do you guys want to try to go down the other path and see if there's any other exits that way? What do you guys want to do? Those are your 3 options at this point.
I kind of want to cave in that fucking tunnel that the people are coming from. That's kind of what I want to do.
I mean, they're coming from both tunnels.
Oh, okay then. Never mind. I thought it was just the one, and that I would force them to have to go back and go the other way.
No, because there were people coming at you from the other tunnel, and you notice that more lights are coming from the tunnel that is over there.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, rock climbing.
Rock climbing. I'm just saying, depending on what role it is, I have another escape rope I could use as a rope to help out.
Okay, so are you gonna have Shooter levitate April?
Yeah.
April, you will begin to levitate. However, it will take you a little bit longer than crossing a stream to get up there.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Who else? At this point, who's going to be actually starting their climb?
Joker, look.
I'll start the climb.
Lonzo
start.
gives $10, one to Lee and the rest for Evie.
I appreciate that gesture.
So, one Lee
I'll
inspiration.
just take one, yeah.
And one, two, three, four. There we go. Thank you very much, Lonzo.
Thank you,
Wait,
Lonzo.
wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
Evelyn will
So who's
also
starting
go
the climb?
with Lee,
I will start the climb.
and
Alright.
Evelyn will go as well.
All right, you guys will start your climb. More than two people can go forward on this. It is a large climby thing. It is obviously wet because there's a waterfall around it. Who else is going?
I'll go.
Varric. All right, I need the three of you to roll me for your strength.
Hooray, here we go.
Inspiration.
I'm gonna use my one inspiration.
I only
Thank
have
you,
like 2
Lonzo.
left. Must be nat 20 and not even need it.
15.
Oh,
Happy.
I mean, good thing, dude.
What do you want,
that
Gab?
was no fucking better.
What do you want?
Oh, you have a 0. What'd you get, Lee?
Oh, first roll was 13 and this was 11.
Oh, are these all bad, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get rid of them.
Thank you.
First roll is what?
13 and then the second was 11.
Okay, so 13 plus your 3, you have 16.
Yeah.
All right, and Varric, what'd you get?
I got 15.
Altogether, or?
Yes. I rolled 16 on the die, but I have -1 strength.
All right, so Lee and Varric, you guys are going up pretty well. Evelyn, you get up to like the first like couple of things, and as soon as you do, you slip off and fall. You kind of fall back on your butt.
Ow.
Chemo runs over to you. She starts checking up on you. As she does, she feels lightheaded and falls over and dies. No, I'm kidding. As the workers come over and check on you too, and they're just like, "Are you all right? Is everything good?"
I'm not very good at strong stuff.
Varric and Lee, you guys will continue going up. Evelyn, you might want to either try again or wait for Shooter to be free.
Yeah, I should probably wait for Shooter to be done with her.
Chemo looks at you. She looks back at Keanu. Keanu, what are you gonna do?
I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as I've got.
What is your plan?
Oh yeah, okay. So, is this room big enough that Tropius would kind of fit in it?
Kinda. Would not be able to fly. Would not
So
be able to really
what-
fight, but would fit
Would Tropius be able to use Frenzy Plant?
to destroy everything.
And kill us?
To clog up the caves behind us with vines.
Every time Tropius has used Frenzy Plant,
Things have exploded.
bad things have happened. You feel like Frenzy Plant is less like I can make vines grow and more like frenzying plants.
Honestly, I thought you were going to use Tropius as a put their head up top of the waterfall
Walk
and
up.
all of you guys climb Tropius.
No, she ain't about that life. Alright, well, never mind. I have no plan. I start climbing.
All
So-
right,
Whirlwind down the caves.
I have a bit of a meta plan. That you
Keanu,
could
roll me
potentially
strength.
do, but-
That's pretty good.
15.
Pretty good.
You will definitely start to make your way up. At this point, April has made her way up. You guys have gone over the ledge to be up, and Keanu is almost up. At this point, Evelyn, you want to start levitating up?
Chemo's looking probably worse off than I am, right?
She seems fine.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What?
Also, I will let you know there is a tiny girl down here.
That's true. I'll have him levitate Sherry up next.
You have him take Sherry up next?
Yeah.
Whee! as Sherry begins to levitate, holding on to Azuriel, she starts like kind of posing in the air as she's going up, like blah ha ha ha.
I'm gonna take out Bubbles just in case people start coming around the corner.
Didn't Bubbles get knocked out?
No, so Apache and Venikin got knocked out.
You're right.
But Bubbles was still up.
You bring out Bubbles for what again?
Just in case people come around the corner.
Oh, okay. As you are having her climb up, Chemo will climb.
Oh, you sure about that?
I mean, she looks to you. She looks back down. She's like, "I'm not waiting."
All right. Just worried.
12 plus 1. She's fine.
Oh god, did Cena come with me?
She starts climbing. Cena. In a strength contest of strength.
Just punches the wall and climbs up.
Cena got a 10 plus I think the 9 that he has for attack. He's climbing up.
Just
Climbing up.
He's not climbing up where the
Right to the
waterfall is, but again, everything around's kind of wettish, but he's climbing up. At this point, the workers are kind of around Voltorb, like, how the fuck are we gonna do this?
Do you, either of you have a Pokeball for him?
He's not ours.
Oh, well then.
They
Shoot
look
or
back toward the
levitate
lights.
Voltorb.
Voltorb explosion!
Um,
And then kick him down. I'm kidding.
except they wouldn't have any reason to be suspicious of those lights.
I mean,
Oh no,
we
they
saw the
heard
lights
that
and-
scream.
Yeah.
Oh,
They are
That's
like,
right.
we need to leave.
And
Right.
now the
Something's behind
Kabuto.
us.
So, you
Yeah.
know.
okay. Shoot or levitate Voltorb up.
Voltorb starts going up. Do you want to try to climb again?
I'll try again.
All right, you and the workers are gonna try.
That's better.
Got a 10 plus 0, I believe.
It's a flat 10. Yeah.
2. They're gonna start rolling. Worker number 1 got a 2.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, no,
looks like
he's gonna
Pinocchio's
his
gonna
butt.
die.
Worker number 2 got a nat 20.
Hey.
At this point, I want to have an anime as fuck moment.
Okay.
As they're going up, like one of them, like a rock, like tears away from the side, you know, and he like looks like he's gonna fall, and he's like, ah! And then like the other, like Chuck, like reaches back and like grabs his hand, and like he's like hanging off, and he's just looking up. He's like, Chuck. He's like, I'm not gonna leave you here, Mark. Not again.
Again?
Mark's
If
just
you're
like,
referring to the
Chuck,
police-
Chuck, I told you I don't care about that. And it's like, maybe you don't, but I remember. It's not happening to us again, my friend. Come on. It's like, no, your injury. It's like, don't worry. And he starts climbing up with him.
Gay rape, baby.
Also,
What the
But
fuck?
your injury. It's like, I don't care, Mark.
I don't care, Mark. You are my Nakama. And I don't
You are my
My
Nakama,
fucking
Mark.
cinnamon apple.
If you do this, Chuck, you'll never be able to golf again. I'll find a way.
Falcon's
Oh,
like,
golf.
oh god,
Oh,
Lonzo's
no.
like, give them face claims now, and then Falcon's like, great, now I care about those two.
Chuck and Mark are just amazing characters now.
I fucking love NPCs with needlessly detailed backstories.
We're gonna recruit them now. They're gonna work for us now.
At that point, Evelyn, you are making your way up. Shooter's kind of levitating beside you as he gets Voltorb just over the ridge. As Shooter's watching you climb up the best you can, he starts levitating you.
Aww.
And floating up with.
Suddenly climbing gets easier. He just doesn't let on.
As this happens, below,
Thanos last with a gun.
Look, Ash has got a gun.
Watch out, it's Tumblr.
Oh, it is Thanos last.
Oh god.
Coming from the two different sides, also.
Maybe Kabuto will think they're with us and attack them.
Coming up from the two sides, you see a large group of people coming up. You also see what appears to be with these people.
Oh god, we're gonna fucking
A single Dunsparce.
Nope.
One singular sparse.
Oh. Many Dunsparce. Yeah, they're totally just wild.
You see drilling up from the ground and like going around. They seem to drill downward, and as they're doing it in unison, that's where these shakings seem to be coming from. The shaking seem to disturb the Kabuto as they're just like, nah, and then they scatter. Except for he who walks the path.
Why is this 113 bees in a cop suit?
What?
That's what this one's name is.
113 bees in a cup suit, juicy pineapple, Shogun 2 electric wheel.
April's
Everyone's
long
here.
lost half
Le'Veon
cousin.
stealing hole. April's long lost half cousin.
Watch out! There's
As
some
they
Marcus
start
over
making
there.
their way up, the Dunsparce seem to go off into the walls. Some of these guys make their way to the bottom of the cliff you guys are on as you guys are looking down at them and moving back. Again, your guys are basically helping up like the stragglers get up from this point. It's still like a 30-foot like thing. As these guys are getting up to the sides, however.
Oh, good old Black Dynamite and Sans 2 in the back there.
Ah, fuck! There comes Big Boss.
Oh god.
Walking up behind as these guys are getting off into positions, Papa Chungus makes his way.
God, we're on a
Say it
fucking
louder.
waterfall. We're on a waterfall, guys.
Otherwise known as Break Admin Clayton.
Not Clayton.
As he gets there, he looks to you guys as you guys are up there. Again, you guys are basically at this point like Mark and Chuck pull themselves off over. Cena pulls himself over. Like Keanu pulls himself over. These guys kind of line up at the bottom, and as they line up at the bottom, Papa Chungus steps forward. Thanos Last gets out of his fucking way. He puts his hand forward, and as he does, jets of water seem to appear below the 6 people in front of him as they start going up from where they're standing.
We need to go.
Oh no.
At which point, you guys are probably like...
Bye.
We fucking peace, man.
We started leaving.
Yeet across the entire
For
take my
like,
new-
for those of you who hadn't seen that before, too,
It's like, oh my god, what?
like Varric, Keanu, April, like you guys look down and you notice this guy apparently fucking use traps and technology to levitate 6 people off the ground with water.
Here's your mistake, Blue. You assumed we stayed for him to even walk in.
This
Like we
was
weren't
again the
running
reason you
our
guys were
asses
still
off.
up there was because Keanu, Chuck, Mark, and Cena were still getting over the edge.
You assume
And
a
now
lot.
let's reenact how I run the fuck away.
Even let's get the fuck out.
I take a picture.
You turn back to take a picture.
Mm-mm.
Keanu, you turn back to take a picture. Is your flash still on?
Mhm.
As you turn back to take a picture, Keanu, you look at your camera after you take the picture. Looking at all of them, you definitely have pictures of them. Looking at him, it seems to just be light, as if the light of your flash reflected off of something.
He's like that guy from the Terminator.
You guys do not know this in character, but out of character last time, a bit of a layer of water fell off of him during the ending cutscene. But in character, you guys don't know that. He seems to be like the light of your flash seemed to reflect off of him, not showing any of his features. As you guys have that, you took a picture. You have quite a number of people in that picture, though. As
Good
they
way.
continue to go up, you guys make your way this direction. Like, nah, thanks.
No.
As you
None
get
of
up toward
that.
the top, let's move these guys away for a minute. Guys, this entire like little scenario I made for you was made infinitely easier by Shooter. So let's just give Shooter like a
Ooh, clap.
Oh,
Congratulations.
good boy, shooter.
Congratulations.
Good genderless that I'm
Congratulations.
calling
that
boy.
doesn't that unfortunately doesn't stop this from being bad. You guys get up toward the top of the area you're in, and as you run off in that direction, you notice at the end of this bit of a tunnel a large collection of rocks. To the sides and to the front, as if something had collapsed recently in this direction.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
The rocks pile themselves all the way up toward the ceiling. And they are large. They are massive. You're not sure how much of the tunnel was collapsed, but it was enough that traffic seemed to have stopped in that direction, from what you remember, Evelyn and guys who heard that from Officer Jenny. I'm mostly speaking Evelyn in case Evelyn's like, hey, Shooter fucking levitated all the way. No.
Yeah, no.
As you guys make your way looking at this, Chuck and Mark look in awe as they see this, like, the gate is completely... You guys have made it to Orberg Gate. However, it's completely destroyed in front of you. You guys look back.
There has to be something we can do.
To see several men making their way past the ground of the waterfall.
I mean, Voltorb, you like exploding, right? maybe that could help.
As you guys see them stepping off toward, levitating up behind them, you see another person coming up. As you guys do, everyone roll me either perception or intelligence.
Gotcha.
Well, I know what I'm rolling.
Yeah, man. Fuck my...
That's a what?
Mine's gonna be a perception. 'Cause I
So
rolled a 10.
Evelyn and April aren't going to save the day.
Listen, I just woke up. I've been running all. I'm
So,
not doing it my best
16?
moment.
16?
Yeah, 10
Lee,
plus
did
6.
Lee, did you roll?
Oh, I got a 14 altogether. My perception.
Keanu?
Which one now?
Are you rolling perception or intelligence?
Yeah.
I need to do something just real quick. I'll be right back.
Which one are you
sorry.
rolling?
Intelligence.
Didn't matter.
What'd you get?
4.
Oh, okay. As you're all seeing these people come up from where they are, you're all backed up against where this wall was completely caved in from. Emerald, you there?
We killed him.
I think you said you'd be
Bro.
right back. I'm not 100%.
Oh.
All right, we'll take a little bit of a break then while you guys think about this.
Okay, current thoughts. How are you guys doing?
Current thoughts, blue screen.
You know, it's fine. If I'm sorry if I have to leave you guys and use my escape route, but
Okay. Does a 16 mean I can
I
save
will
the day?
risk all of our lives for a crab, but if I have to leave you guys,
it's true.
Is everybody back?
I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to grab the dog. So
Did anybody
This-
leave?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I'm still here.
Aaron?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was the only one I didn't hear.
Oh, okay.
does a 16 help me save the day?
Varric, you look off to these people as they come up. You're kind of backed up to the wall with everyone else. As you basically hit the wall, would you roll intelligence or perception?
I rolled perception because it was a 16 instead of a 15. Because I rolled flat 10.
As you back up against the wall, your hand touches the rock. And it's not wet. As you look at the rock for a second, you look back at your hand, and you look down to your feet, where again, you notice that it's not really wet. You look around at the top of here, and as you do, you find a very small pool of water underneath the debris. However, you also know this water has to be coming from somewhere to make a waterfall.
Oh my god.
It's under debris, so it could be bad. But if you guys really needed to, you could try to dive under. It's as much as I can give you. It's 16.
I don't really see a lot of alternative.
You didn't get shit.
Oh, I'm assuming. Oh, I was assuming he was elaborating that to us as you were doing it.
Nope. He just now gets that in his head. He can act on whatever he wants to act on. These guys are about they're about like a good decent bit away from you guys. It's not far, and they seem to be walking menacingly because that's what bad guys do. But it's whatever Varric wants to do. You could either use that information, or you guys can figure something else out.
What you're saying is we could dive under the debris and attempt to escape.
Potentially. It's under debris, though. I mean, who knows? If there's even any like spots big enough for people to go through under there.
Fuck.
Also, I mean, at that point you'd have to drag Stuffle and Litleo and Voltorb under.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do with this information. Oh no.
You didn't get high enough for the other one. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying.
Fine.
If you guys want, they're a pretty decent bit away. You can attempt to look around again, but they will get closer every time you do. If
I'm
you're not
gonna
going to
try to
use
look
that
around.
information, let me know so you guys can roll again, basically.
Oh, well.
Because there's nothing else to do other than wait here. Going once, Emerald.
I don't know what to do with the information. So
That's what I'm saying.
share
If do you want? No, not share it. I'm saying, do you want to look around again? Because
yes,
that
I would like to look around again.
There you
I'm sorry.
go. I needed to know because they get closer every time.
Yes, I would like to look around
Because
again.
if you gave the information to them, then I was just gonna waste a turn explaining something you couldn't do. Because Voltorb, Stuffle, and fucking Litleo would have had to have been abandoned with that route.
Yes, so I'm gonna look around again.
Well, not just you, everybody. Intelligence or perception rolls from people.
Have we got any inspiration since this?
Use one of those little Keanu inspiration.
Inspiration.
That is going to be a 16 plus 4, which is
All right, let's.
It's perception or intelligence again, or just perception?
Perception or intelligence.
Don't even bother with me.
Joker, look. We have more money.
Okay, yeah. I can. 15.
You got 15?
Yeah.
What did April get? April?
I'm speaking to myself on nat 20. Sorry, the thing was not going.
Varric, what'd you get?
I got a 9. Don't even worry about it.
Lee?
Your
I'm
eyes are
trying to
tired.
I rolled, and I don't know where my dice went.
Check the base of your thing. If it fell off the table, it'll reappear there. Near the back of your name tag.
It's
No, that'd be
red.
on. No, it's not there. No clue.
How do you lose a dice?
Like, do you remember when like Emerald Stars got lost?
right
for, like,
here.
several sessions.
It's right
Yeah.
here.
What'd I get?
You got a 16, I think, but roll again.
Yeah.
Okay.
14. Did you go perception or intelligence?
I went perception.
So that will be an 18. And Keanu, what'd you get?
9.
Okay. So to answer your first question, yes, there was donations, but at that point, I'd already heard that a 16 got rolled by FOMO, so I saved you.
Okay.
There has been 3 donations, actually. Lonzo gave $2 to the NPCs, says throw the bomb. I'm guessing he means the NPCs that have the bomb. So Mark and, God, was it Mark
Chuck.
and Chuck? Yeah.
Clint, Chuck.
That's going to be a Mark and Chuck inspiration. I'll make that later. Lonzo
Mark and
gave
Chuck.
one to you, which is the one I was saving you from using, because I heard there was a
Hey.
16 being rolled. And then Magi says, whoever has the highest inner perception, here you go. That does not work. Because I'm pretty sure there are multiple people who have high things
Yeah.
for that. However, if we go for a highest out of everything, can anyone beat a 6? Because technically that means Varric gets it.
That smug laugh. I just want to.
Barrick's got
Go for
really
it. Give him a
strong
fucking
eyes.
Smoke inspiration.
You see, I call hacks.
That's gonna be three smug inspirations for Varric.
Ooh, nice. The dice is over here if you want to copy it.
Yep.
So
There
we
you go.
got
There's your
16 and 18 and some other good rolls.
Doesn't matter the other good rolls because somebody got a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
So, April,
Yes.
in your hurt state of weariness of mind, you are looking around as much as you can. You're trying to see if you can find anything in here that
Joker,
could
look.
potentially get you out of the situation that you and your friends are in. As you do, you notice while you're up here, back against this debris, a bit of light is shining from parts of the debris. As you see that bit of light shining from the debris, you also hear the sound of a machine. Very low sound humming from that light. The piece of debris that in particular is very large, but you see a faint light from behind it. That being said, Twinkings gave $30 to Aaron and Emerald, it said.
No.
So who gets more? Who gets 7
They
and
have
who gets
to
8?
fight to the death. They have to fight to the death.
Fight.
Who gets 7 and who
Fight,
gets
fight,
8,
fight,
Twinkings?
fight.
I vote Aaron.
I also
Because-
vote Aaron to get the 8.
Never mind, I vote April. So you agreed.
I mean, if Aaron gets the 8, he doesn't have any inspiration anymore because that's going to be another 30.
Oh.
We shouldn't do that.
All right. I will gladly
No,
take
that's up to
the
Twinkings.
but-
It's not up to you.
Oh, no.
I'm
We're all
fine.
gonna die. Twinkings?
It's up to
Twinkings
Twinkings.
is dead. Long live.
I'll go ahead and give the 7 off to people.
He donated 10 more to even it out between us.
So we
1 second.
buy inspiration.
One,
Then again, Keanu doesn't use inspiration, so it's fine actually.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I like to live dangerously.
Did he
Also, I
donate
like
10
fake.
more? Yeah, he did. To even it out for the previous one. Okay, so that's 5. So that's gonna be 10 for each. Okay. So I'm gonna give you an extra 3. And Keanu, I'm gonna give you this 1, Keanu. Here you go. You might as well just at that point just move those over there, because those are no longer active inspiration for you, my friend.
I'm just happy with the one I have. That's all I need.
And you get 2 more. There you go.
Right.
And you also get something. If I can find, there it is. It's over here. Copy. And paste. That being said, April, what are you going to do with that information?
I'm calling out to it.
You're calling out to it?
Yeah, it's a machine, isn't it?
Oh, okay. You're just going to run up to the thing and yell at it?
Yeah. That is the genius idea I have right now.
April, you run over toward the large rock that you saw that has some light behind it. As you do, you start yelling at it. What are you saying?
Just kind of like, I can't yell it right now because otherwise
fine,
the
that's
whole
fine. You don't have
building
to
will
yell.
get me. Just kind of like over here, we're stuck. Going to not mention Nicki Minaj getting dangerously close right now.
Help, please. We're gonna die, please.
Papa Chungus is very Chungus, and it's
As you begin yelling in that direction, the people off to the in front of you are like, "Oh, they're yelling to someone. We should speed up." As they start moving faster towards you guys. However, in the other direction, oh,
Nat 20?
oh,
Turns out it's me too.
I don't know if it's terrible or great.
On the other side.
April, on your side, you hear fire punch. As you hear that, the rock shatters. I hear the impact and you step back because that rock shatters and starts going forward in front of you. Sucks for Larry Zoolander. He gets hit with like a fucking piece of debris. As that happens, some smoke begins to come out from the other side. That was a fucking nat 20 crit fucking fire punch. That's bad.
Nice. Hey.
On the other side of the smoke, you hear. I did the whistle. Anyway, you hear for a moment a very strong whistle. The opening that was made seems very small for the moment. Not small enough for someone like Mark or Chuck size to come through. You hear a whistle, and as you do, the people in front stop. A very loud whistling sound reverberating from everything, as what appears to be a figure, a smaller figure, begins to crawl through the opening.
Fucking who?
Virgin Mary is here. Hallelujah.
Who are you?
As what appears to be some girl dressed as a referee comes out from where the smoke and the fire punch came from. As she crawls out, she has a whistle in her mouth and she's pointing off to everybody. She points to you guys and blows her whistle. She points to the opposing side and blows her whistle. The opposing side stops and looks at her like, the fuck? And she just starts blowing her whistle, pointing at everybody.
What?
Coming out from the other side, a Pokemon comes after her.
That's a motherfucking Quilava.
Aww.
As this Pokemon comes out, it seems to get in front of her and start like looking to everybody and like looking like it's gonna protect her.
Also, is it that big?
It's a very big Quilava.
It's that very fat boy.
I was gonna say like
It's not
Quilava.
like a giant Quilava, but it is her size.
That's big.
It's a fat boy.
Or she's just really small.
She's around. She's not. She's like a little bit. She's like a little bit smaller than April, bigger than Evelyn.
Quilava.
As this Quilava is out here looking like Protect, and she's blowing her whistle, and she's continuing to blow her whistle because no one's telling her to stop. She just is blowing her whistle at everyone.
What are you? Who are you?
As she blows her whistle and you say, "Who are you?" She looks over at you, and as she does, she kind of like looks confused. And goes, and she looks like she's gonna say something, but instead of saying something, another like little light blow of a whistle comes out, like a whistle, like a what? Like whistle. And she looks at you. She brings the whistle out. She's like, "Oh, sorry. What?
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Who are you and what are you doing here?"
We're stuck. Hi.
Trying not to die.
Yeah, this is a very tense situation.
Not to
we're-
die.
Those
We will
people
point
are
over
trying
there.
to kill us.
She
They're,
looks at the people over there. She puts her she starts like lifting her whistle to her mouth. As she does, another fire punch comes from the other side as a larger chunk gets blown from the rock. Standing on that side, now visible, is what appears to be a Darmanitan.
That's really cool, but it's not very cute.
As this large, buff boy Darmanitan steps out from there, it looks around, it sees this. It starts like coming over toward the front of the group, but as it looks over here and sees your group, it seems to run over toward Evelyn. As it does,
Macho,
it seems to
is
like
that you?
it seems to like put a hand up as you say, "Macho, is that you?" It goes, "Ah, Darmanitan!"
Oh my god!
And like raises a hand up towards you, like, "Ah!"
I hug him.
You hug the warm boy. As you do, some of these guys are like looking around like, "The fuck? What's going on over here? I don't understand." As coming out from the rocks, finally stepping out, a man with a very angry look on his face steps out from the rocks. As he steps out, he finds himself some solid ground and kind of brushes the dust off of his coat. The light from behind now filling the area at the very least. It seems to be electric light. You guys see some machinery on the other side. And as this electric light fills the area, he looks forward. And as he does, he looks at you guys for a second, looks over toward Darmanitan and Evelyn, looks over toward the girl and the Quilava, and then looks over toward April. As he does, he looks to April. You the one that called out to me?
Yeah.
Good thing. We were about to cut it off for the day.
Oh, thank God. We're so quick.
He steps
Oscar,
forward,
It's so good to see you right
kind
now.
of puts a hand like to like move Maria out of the way. He doesn't seem to look back towards you, Evelyn. As he steps out toward the front, looking toward the group of people in front of you. At which point, Papa Chungus steps forward. At which point, Mark goes away from Papa Chungus.
Be careful, that guy can use Pokemon moves, she says.
That guy
to
can use
Oscar.
traps and technology.
As he looks, and you say that, he looks back to him.
Water type.
Papa Chungus gives him a look. As he does, Oscar seems to go and put his hand into his pocket. Looking forward, he says, "You're that scientist guy that's been coming down asking to come into the mines. You remember me? Didn't I say this place was dangerous? You didn't disturb the Pokemon, did you?" "Why, of course not. Why would I?" As he steps forward, this guy does not seem to like bat an eye for the fact that Oscar is larger than him and much more built than him. As Oscar looks to him, "If you'll excuse me, I have something to talk to those children about." He points over toward Lee, especially since Lee,
Specifically,
you have the orb.
Is the orb in my bag at this point?
You
or-
probably put it in your bag at this point. Oscar looks back towards you and looks over to him. "Well, unfortunately, I gotta get these kids out of here. It's really dangerous with all the machinery around. Something could happen. You know how problematic these tunnels are? One wrong step and everything goes under. I am very much aware. Something happened in your tunnels before, did they not?" "Yeah. Somebody must have lit a match." As he says that, he seems to pull out what appears to be a pack of cigarettes from his pocket. As he does, he opens up part of it and puts one in his mouth. He looks toward the man as the man actually kind of steps back a second. "What are you? These tunnels are very dangerous. Not supposed to do anything like what I just did. To be fair, my tunnel was pretty safe. We'd already checked it out. Checked out all the levels. Checked out the air quality. Here, however," he reaches into his pocket and he brings out what appears to be a lighter. "Who knows what the gas pressure in these caves are like right now? If someone isn't careful, the entire place could go up in flames." As he says that, several of the people back here begin to step back.
Big American titties is what he knows, what he's up against. he's gonna like step back.
As Papa Chungus looks at him and he's just like, doesn't that seem a bit extreme? He looks to him. "What do you mean extreme? I'm very careful with things around fire." He brings the lighter up to his mouth. "But it is hard to quit these things, you know?" He begins to look like he's sparking the lighter as he flips it open. Papa Chungus steps back. "Fine. Get the children out of the caves. I'll come talk to them at another time." "Oh, are you sure? We could talk right now if you want." He actually strikes the thing once as you see like a very small amount of sparks appear. Papa Chungus steps back again. As he does, he motions to the others, and they grab this one and they start walking away. As they start to leave, Papa Chungus looks back and then just goes and he leaves. He seems to have a very irritated expression on his face.
Communism reigns once again.
Scrub.
Oscar, the ultimate communist.
As Oscar looks to the lighter he has and looks back to you guys, He brings the cigarette out of his mouth and just drops it on the ground. I don't even smoke. He steps on it, and he looks around. And we're not in the mines. This is the Orberg Gate. There's no coal here. Come on.
Huh.
As he makes his way back through the hole.
Nice!
For a
Charisma
scientist.
200.
And what an idiot.
As he starts walking off, Darmanitan just looks over to Evelyn. He's like, ah! And starts like, he
She's
just kind of
like
like grabs your hands and starts like shaking, like, ah!
She's still hugging him. And like kind of crying a little bit.
Darmanitan sees this, and he seems to pick you up in one of his hands.
Ah!
He puts you under his arm and starts walking you out with him, and just kind of like like being happy and like, you're mine now. I got you.
I guess here we go.
As Macho begins to take you out of the cave with him. Guys, our Darmanitan just abducted Evelyn.
Here I go, you guys.
Well, I want to get out of this goddamn cave. Let's go. Fuck
Yeah,
this
let's do
place.
that. Chuck and Mark are completely up for this as well. They're like, we should leave. Voop. At that point, April, Keanu, Lee.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to start making your way out?
Oh,
It's,
I've never wanted to do anything more than this.
Is Chemo okay?
Chemo seems fine. She's still like, again, at this point, it's probably mostly adrenaline, but she's fine.
Okay, then I guess Lee will start walking out, and as like he passes by Maria, he'll be like, "Thanks for the save."
As you pass by Maria, she looks to you. The cool lava kind of like flares up a tiny bit now that it knows it's safe to be on fire. And she just kind of gives a smile, and she puts the whistle to her lips. As she does, she whistles and she points to the exit.
I'll give it thumbs up, and I'll start heading there myself. Also, come on, Cena, you're with me.
Keanu, you leaving?
Yeah. No, I'm staying here forever.
All right, stay here
This
forever.
is my home now.
You
This is
guys
New
all
Alola.
make your way up from the Orberg Gate. As you do,
The map is now named Smaller Chungus.
the rest of the people over here are like, that really sucked. They got out with our orb. We will have our revenge. Says all the Kabuto.
Good luck.
I'm so sorry, Caputo. I thought you really wanted to come with us.
Boruto and he who walks the path will find us one day.
They're gonna fucking
If I
track you
still
guys
had that-
down.
Can we
If I
rename
had that
Milk
Pokeball, I would
Boruto's
have
deck?
released it. I would have released it if I saw how pissed they weren't if I still had the Pokeball.
You could always bring it back.
Maybe.
As you guys follow this man who the Darmanitan seems to catch up with, holding Evelyn in its arms. You guys pass by a bit of working equipment and stuff like that. The entire place seems to be lit up with electricity. Lights off in the distance, similar to how it was on the other side. However, there doesn't appear to be any mine carts here. As you guys go up, Oscar seems very quiet until he gets up to the point where you guys can see the exit. Darmanitan brings you over. Oscar looks back over toward all of you, at which point it seems like he turns around. He seems very angry. Varric, Lee, you got April. You guys are the closest to him. He seems very angry when he turns around. However, when he turns around and looks at you guys for a second, he seems to. So he can use Pokemon moves. He seems more
Yeah.
confused than angry, but he looks very angry.
Yeah, he was able to fight all our Pokemon, or at least mine and Evelyn's.
Wait, you can do what now?
Also,
Yeah.
he like raised himself and his friends on water spouts without a
Yeah,
Pokemon.
He can do
So
He looks over to Evelyn
was
to see
weird.
if Evelyn is saying anything about this, like if you're confirming what they're saying.
Yeah, that she's nodding as they're talking. Yeah, he took out some of our Pokemon, and he's part of Team Break. Have you heard of that?
Maybe I don't really keep up with stuff like that. He kind of scratches his head. Again, he seems like to be confused, but his face is just showing pure fucking adulterated rage.
I think that's his normal face. I think it's
Is this his resting face?
Yeah,
I know
it's
this?
his resting face.
It's like
Okay.
resting bitch face. but
He
like-
he just seems very angry for some reason. Evelyn, the entire time you were with him, he's basically had this exact same expression.
Oh, okay.
Whenever he picked you up in like in freaking Celestia Town, like he looked like this, and for a bit you thought he was angry, and then like, you know, he just kept that, but still seemed cheery enough.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming back there, for coming to our rescue.
I mean, if there were people trapped back there, I would have done it for anyone. I'm glad it was you, though. You guys should have just came through the, I don't know, roads. He looks back over toward the other side of the thing where the exit is. Like, we got him cleared out today. Couple of, you know, a bit out of the way, but going through caves.
Well-
Wait, the roads were clear?
Got him cleared out today.
Oh.
Oh,
We couldn't
cool.
really have the city live without the people commuting back and forth through Jubilife.
Yeah.
Nobody actually
We
lives
also-
in Jubilife, you know. Mostly they live in the surrounding cities.
Well,
It
Louis,
is pretty humongo.
we thought this would be the easier route. We didn't expect.
He
Team
looks
Break to
over
be-
at Keanu as an eyebrow gets raised. A sinister, angry eyebrow gets raised. As he looks to you, Keanu. Hey,
Uh-huh.
aren't you the one with the cute Vulpix?
Yeah.
Saw it on TV.
Nice.
It was pretty cute.
I think she'd like that very much. You want to hold her?
No,
Okay.
don't want to scare her off. As he turns and starts walking.
So this is your dream leader friend, huh?
Yeah, that's Oscar. He's
Seems-
nice.
He seems like an awesome guy.
Yeah. Took me up a mountain.
Too bad I got beat him for that gym badge.
Well, same here.
No, right.
Too bad I
It's like-
gotta beat him. Yeah, me
it's
too.
like, no,
It's
and I beat him up.
like I'm
He's
right
like,
here.
Yeah, we're gonna beat him.
Oh, yeah. Gonna challenge your gym, Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. If that's.
He looks at
That's
Lee. He's
cool.
like, you look familiar.
I
Don't know where though.
I'm from Hoenn. Unless the gym leader from the other town told you about me.
Other
Or
town.
I wasn't. Yeah. God, what's the last town we're in?
What was it? Saturna.
At Eterna.
Oh, you met Lenoa.
Got a badge and everything.
Oh. How many badges will this make you if you challenge me?
Well, when I get your badge, that'll be 2.
All right. That's odd.
What do you mean?
People usually come to me for badge number 1. I didn't think I'd actually get to use my other teams.
We'll give a smile. Well, that's
You
much
look
like
so
my
familiar,
other
though.
teams.
I haven't talked to Lenoa in a bit.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. Whatever. He just starts walking again. As he walks to the edge of the Orberg gate, you guys walk out from the main part of the gate, my dudes. Not that one. Not that one either.
Why am I familiar?
There you go.
Does he know my parents?
I mean, you were also on the same fucking
Is
show.
your parents?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You were third place, weren't you?
I forgot that was televised. I thought they.
Yeah, that's where he knows
I was
Keanu from.
Keanu's famous in Alola's. I assume maybe watching a Alolan show.
Really got into a Alolan TV recently. You can only get it on satellite, but
The Unovan living in Sinnoh watched a fucking Alolan program.
That was on TV. Oh my god.
You come out from the Orberg gate. As you do, you find yourself at a large, what appears to be crimson red bridge. Upon getting there, on the other side, you see what appears to be a town, and like right next to like the big mountains and stuff. As he points out over there, he seems to call out. It's like, well, welcome to Orberg, any case. As you see a big old town with a bunch of smokestacks and stuff going up.
that can't be good for the environment.
Is anything good for the environment?
I don't think so.
Not a lot of towns like that in Hoenn.
Most of the people here use fossil fuels for basically everything. Orberg's a mining town.
Oh yeah, fossils and stuff.
It's a lot easier to use stuff like that. It's a lot cheaper too, so most people go for it. The last gym leader who was here before me used to basically clear out the mines daily with Pokemon and people. It's made it really unstable around here. I've tried to get people more on the side of using different types of Pokemon that'll make it a little bit less, well, prevalent to go in there and go for those kind of things every day. Maybe if people started liking this place a little bit more as a fire town, then we'd get a lot less, well, a lot more people using Pokemon or other types of things to go for heating. I don't know. It wasn't a very thought out plan.
Yeah, it could work.
I feel like I should have went somewhere else. This place is kind of, I don't know, a little bit dreary. Let's keep going. As he starts walking across the bridge. Evelyn, from what you have also talked to him about when it comes to this kind of thing, he has mentioned several times about wanting to visit the other side of Mount Coronet and go to different towns over there. He doesn't seem to really like Orberg all that much.
Oh. Okay.
It's not that he hates it or anything. He just doesn't really seem to like it here.
That's fair.
But he's the gym leader, so he has to stay here forever.
Forever and ever and ever.
Forever and ever and ever.
You'll be here forever.
As you guys make your way going toward the city, Oscar seems to make sure that each of you get across the bridge. He looks at the bridge itself. He seems to make his way, make his gaze head back toward the Orberg gate, and finally seems to let out a breath none of you realized he was kind of holding, because again, nothing changed about him whenever he was doing any of that. As he does, well, I don't think anyone followed us, at least.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
Not sure if I really get what you guys are talking about using Pokemon moves or whatever, but if Evelyn vouches for you, I guess it's true.
I mean, it's a surprise to me too, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it, but I was hit by the thing.
He just lift his hand and then water just came up and doused all our Pokemon.
It reminds me of an email I got earlier from Lenoa.
Oh?
Something about a Zubat or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh yeah, the Zubat.
Shudder.
Shudder, shudder, shudder.
The one
He
that,
just like looks to you.
channeled.
Oh,
You
well,
think
guys...
about the unknown, you lose 1 sanity.
Oh yeah, you guys must have been the ones they were talking about. If you went to her gym and won. It's kind of like
Yep.
looks to you guys. So a Zubat that could fire lasers or something.
Yeah, and talk, apparently.
no way to talk to.
Yeah, it said something like this form is too weak or something like that,
Oh,
Weird.
right?
that's really weird.
I mean, it's awesome, but it's weird.
Is that the first talking Pokemon we've encountered, though?
Yeah.
He just kind of like raises an eyebrow at that.
Yeah. There's kind of this like super mean Pokemon who's like who hurt the legendary Pokemon Mesprit.
Oh, you mean Mewtwo? I was talking about another Pokemon.
Oh, I
There's
don't
so
know what
much
you're
going
talking
on
about.
here.
He just like looks to you guys, just the same neutral expression of anger. As he just like kind of like puts his hand up, like, yeah, all right, It seems like there's a lot, and I don't think I'm the person to really do anything about it. So, it's not that I don't care, but
Oh, no,
It's okay.
understandable.
Don't worry about.
I'm just more curious if there's a Pokemon Center nearby.
Yes.
he like looks back over toward town, kind of like points in, like, yeah, well, we should pass by one. I'll take you to Nurse Joy.
Thank you.
As he heads further inside, my dudes, we're gonna have to pause for a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was just called upstairs.
Okay.
I was called upstairs actually like 5 minutes ago, but I'll be right back.
Okay,
Gotcha.
okay.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna go to the bathroom real quick then.
Yeah, go ahead. Quick bathroom break. 5 minutes.
And my dudes in the chat,
Yeah,
Don't worry.
but
I will be. I will do the fossil thing soon. People
we're
are-
gonna have our secret Minecraft roleplay right
Toy.
now.
Okay, to occupy you guys for these brief period, I need these.
Go on.
Here you go. And
Sonic shows, man. Sonic collectors.
I'm sorry, guys. By the way, I didn't think catching the Kabuto would actually make them go evil.
these.
I apologize about that.
I figured, but yeah, I'm not gonna. I think it's funnier if it happens.
Nanny?
I figured something like that would happen, which is why I didn't make you out and did it. But then when you're
It's gonna be either you or
yes,
me.
yeah, they're cute, man.
I was like, they're cute and they're like so helpful. I'm like, yeah, maybe they want to come with us. And if I had that Pokeball still, if it didn't, poof, I probably would have released it.
They're
Like,
like,
oh,
that asshole got Larry, get him!
Probably would have released it if I still had it.
All right, I go back from.
Oh, I'm sorry, Drago. I'm not gonna show anyone that ore for a while. I do not trust any prying eyes on that orb.
This orb is mine and mine alone. This is the only orb in a Minecraft world.
I'm gonna examine it.
I'm
later,
back.
but-
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
I was
think
just
other people
told
went out.
that I have to go and do something here in a little bit, so I think we're only gonna have like half an hour to an hour left of game.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I gotta move stuff from my aunt's house to this house because someone's staying with my aunt and she doesn't really, I guess, trust like her something there. I don't know.
Ah.
I think we're moving her TV and like some of her entertainment center. I don't really know.
I gotcha.
Is everybody going off to a bathroom?
I think her world's gone.
That's fine.
I have decided to never pee again.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's
But
it's going
Fomal,
pretty-
you're a grill. Grills don't pee.
Let's poop.
I'll show you.
Oh yeah, that's the pee noise.
Yeah, man. Happens every time.
Yeah,
That's it.
happens to me. Yeah.
And then you really want to spice it up. Oh.
That's what happens if I pee my pants.
Ooh.
And then you absorb it back into your skin like a sponge.
Well, yeah, doesn't everybody?
I don't know if I should name milk or leave it as milk.
Milk is great.
I love
one
Void saying,
bit.
he's like, Oscar's acting had so many holes in it, it would have instantly collapsed if it wasn't for the fear of dying. He was basically like, hey, I'm gonna blow up this entire fucking thing.
I'm
It's
going
like, you
to
wouldn't
kill
dare.
her.
It's like, I guess I'm gonna.
It's like, well, shit. I guess I have to now.
Just when he goes back, he says, I don't even smoke. I was expecting you guys to be like, then why do you have cigarettes?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but you know,
Totally
maybe
cool.
he was always ready for this. Maybe this happens to him a lot. That's like the eighth
He's
time
just
this
to threaten
called
people
upon him.
constantly.
This is just, he has to threaten people with this every time.
Yeah. It's just apparently all of Sinnoh is filled with toxic gas that will explode at anything.
No, he has a reason why he has it.
Ah, cool.
Not a great
I'm not-
reason, but yeah, there's a reason.
No, it's a reason. Go, 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 go.
His Darmanitan's just fucking carrying Evelyn like it owns her.
This is my small
I've been
daughter
fucking
now.
waiting for this since I started playing.
This is my small daughter. I want it.
Look at this tiny hairless ape. I will adopt it.
Adopt it.
I will teach you how to breathe fire.
I'm basically, again, because I have to, you weren't here, Eric, but I have to leave in like 30 minutes to an hour.
Oh.
So I have to go and like move some stuff from one house to another house because it's apparently important. But I basically want to get you guys set up here and ready to go about whatever you guys want to go about doing. That could mean that we have like 30 minutes, or it could mean we have like an hour, depending on what you guys want to do. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, donation. Was there a donation while I was gone? Let me see here.
Was there?
Oh, right. That was during the whole thing. NJ Nice donates $6. Inspiration to Fire Daddy.
Yes! Oh!
We got some Fire Daddy inspiration. All right. As soon as fucking April's just like, I'm gonna yell to it. It's like, oh, okay, then I guess he's smashing it. Darmanitan can smash rocks.
Smash.
You know how looking over at Tropius and you have like all those little things at the top right of Tropius's sheet where it's like the strong arm and the feather and the rock rubble stuff. Darmanitan has the strong arm and the rock rubble stuff.
Ah.
Yeah. What? So Darmanitan's like, oh, tell him going. There's a big rock. Oh, smash! And he does it.
The end.
The end.
Oh, I
Just like-
forgot Kabuto was
This
rock.
isn't even the mine. There's no gas here. Dumb. Okay. What kind of dumb are you?
Super dumb. Water rock. I forgot.
Oh, I also realized I forgot to do something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to. Whenever you guys saw him, whenever you guys saw the bad guys again, you were supposed to see these two with them, but looking like slightly beat up.
Aw.
But they were
So-
standing. But they were standing with him.
Also, they were there.
Yeah, they were there. They're not dead. You would have seen them with them.
Okay, that's good to know that they're not dead.
But again,
We're like,
the Voltorb would have some soot on it, and he would have like a bruised like cheek or something.
Would he be bound or would he be standing?
He'd be standing with them.
No,
I mean, they all still work for them.
but he's evil. And he punched him apparently.
You know, punched him, put him near a exploding Voltorb and made him scream. You know, one or the other.
Oh, that's fucked up. Poor guy.
If only you guys would have talked him out of going back.
I feel bad.
I don't.
Oh god, they're right. I do have another water type Pokemon. God damn it.
But
I keep freaking Kabuto's
Aren't you gonna
water.
take Kabuto back and make friends with all the Kabuto?
I'll talk to him.
Or are you gonna keep it?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna talk to Kabuto and we're
Are you gonna
decide.
keep Milk?
I don't know.
Listen, you keep like taking Pokemon out of their
You
habitats.
gonna keep
and
Milk
running
the
off of them.
Kabuto?
I don't know yet, man. I might. It's cute.
I mean, it's a rock water type.
It's pretty fucking perfect. It kind of represents Hoenn in a nutshell.
Oh, I mean, I was just meaning you're about to fight a fire type gym.
Oh shit, you're right. It would also be good for that.
I hope it has no resentment about being pulled away from all of its friends.
Well, that's why we're gonna.
You know how
now.
all of the others just immediately turned hostile.
I mean, he's gray right now.
He hasn't had time to understand what happened.
You're the kind of person who goes around stealing stray cats from the streets.
Okay,
and
first
putting
of all, in my defense, this is how Pokemon usually goes.
I'm not saying it doesn't go like that.
Right?
Second of all, he will talk to that Kabuto, and if he wants to go back, maybe Lee will bring him back.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah,
If he
see
wants
how
to
it
go
is?
back,
If he's
then there's
lucky.
a slight chance of fuck what he wants.
Mm-hmm. You want to catch a nice looking Pokemon, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Kabuto was totally half dead. Huh. Also, it didn't say no at first.
I mean, it did sure as shit
Well,
didn't
you-
say yes.
I wasn't able to ask. We were kind of being chased by evil people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
So I
really
just
know why you
assumed yes.
wanted it that bad. I mean, we were being chased.
It's cute.
Not answering is not consent.
I'm just saying, if he wants to go back, Lee will probably bring him back. If he
Is
can.
everybody back, by the way?
I think so.
Is Aaron here?
Even.
Okay, he's still bathrooming.
Yeah.
I also did nat 20 in that catch, which was really nice.
Mm-hmm. So I won't be able to fight this gym, probably. So I think I know exactly what I'm going to spend my free time doing.
Why are you giving up on this gem already?
Why don't you want to fight the gym?
Well, gee, here's the thing about gyms that we've learned. Only one person can challenge a gym per day. And I'm doing probably 2 days maximum in this city at all.
But does
So,
that count for like?
You two wanting to both challenge this gym, I'm left over here.
I mean, they
Not
have to
able
get
to
through
do
the gym
anything.
trainers, too.
They do.
True.
So if they fail the gym trainers, then, I mean, someone has to fight the gym leader.
Does that count for like the no gym badge and 1 gym badge, or is it overall?
Overall.
Ah, damn.
I mean, again,
Yeah.
it really depends. It really depends on what he says, but all in
That's
all,
true.
it's usually a constant thing.
Yeah, I'm confident in Lee getting through it. And
Hey, I'm
Evelyn,
confident in Evelyn.
I
Evelyn
mean-
can have
Awesome.
this.
I mean, let's look at Lee's chances against fire type Pokemon. He has 2 water types, so that's pretty interesting. Neither of them have any water moves. He has a rock steel. That's pretty cool. That can use bulldoze, so that's something. And everything else is at best neutral.
Then I have Kabuto, who might be chill, who might not be chill.
Who knows,
And
man?
you also have a Phantom.
Well, Phantom's not fighting them.
I know
I will
it's
not
not.
send a Trid against to fight Forest Fire.
Here's the
I-
thing,
I-
though, too. The big thing you also have to understand is Lee's gonna be going against tougher things than you guys as well. All the
I
gym
want-
trainers and the gym leader will be using their tougher Pokemon against Lee.
I'm fine with that.
Time for Lee.
No, I'm
to
just saying, like,
die.
you know, to give Emerald a. There's a chance that Lee does not get through the gym trainer.
Mhm.
Like, there's a chance, dude. I'm
There's a
saying that I'm gonna get through, but there's a chance I might not. I just believe that
What
my
about
team
box
will beat 'em.
Pokemon? He has again. He has the he has Milk, and I believe he has
Phantom. Tree.
Phantom. Yeah, who is a grass ghost. You probably shouldn't.
I'm not bringing out Tree. As much as I love Tree, he will die.
Nah, Tree will be fine.
I love Tree. He will die.
Tree fucking dies again, becomes another ghost.
He becomes another phantom and he can't escape.
Where am I
his
going to
hell.
go? Detroit. Whereas, I mean, you have a water Pokemon that actually has a water move,
And yeah,
and he
Have
knows Water
water
Sport, which
sport?
lowers fire type moves.
yeah, that was my whole plan with the other gym. And then I got Solar Beam.
And then it
Well,
turns
it's
out
a
Solar
grass move,
you
guys!
just start fighting him, and he's like, "Hey, did you know that Solar Beam is a grass type move? That's weird, right?"
Yes, I knew.
Sorry, Lenoa told me to tell you that.
At least he has a good
It seems kind of
humor.
mean. I mean, you also got Baneri,
I got Baneri. She is neutral to it
yeah, and has Jump Kick.
and has jump kick. I also have
Kakuna.
Kakuna. I don't
Yeah.
know about Kakuna.
Kakuna-
Kakuna could evolve at some.
Kakuna be a great person to go against the fire types.
Look. If we're gonna send any bug type against the fire type gym, we obviously have to crawl all the way up to Durant.
Of course.
You see, Heatmore are their natural predator,
Dude,
and they gain.
Durant is gonna get like a fucking fire attack on it, and it's just gonna fucking just get Thanos.
Gonna get Thanos.
But
Oh, I
fire
feel
moves
bad
can't
for the
melt
Lord
steel
Durant.
ants.
That's what I'm
Oh.
saying. He just fucking disintegrates from a single ember.
Fucking Heatmores and they're fucking. Oh, we're gonna become fire type because these became steel type. Heard to do. Fucking bullies. Leave my Durant boy alone.
God, these
Doesn't
fucking
need to
Pokemon
get
looking out for
burned.
their own interest and for trying to survive. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
And you got Furfro here.
I got Furfro. Furfro's a good one. He's my tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He
a real
is.
tanky boy. He's got the highest health. He's got the best defenses. And he's got 10 fucking speed. He's the fastest boy. He's a fast fucking tank. He will annihilate everything that he runs through. It'll
What
be
the fuck are
great.
you saying?
Is Keanu back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Do-do-do. Everybody, upon making
Yeah.
your way into the Orbarg City, and again, I do want to let everybody know, in case you guys didn't hear, we're at the bathroom, whatever. I do have to leave in like 30 minutes to an hour, so we're probably just going to get you guys in the town and get you guys done with whatever you guys want to get done. We'll see what goes on here. As you guys finally make your way into the actual town, you guys look up to the sky. It's getting a little bit darker in the day. You guys left a little bit of midday, and now it's getting darker. It's not night yet, thank God. But again, if you guys were any later in there, apparently there wasn't going to be anybody who was going to help you. They were about to turn off their machinery and stuff for the day. That would have sucked. Hey, maybe you guys could have got out of it though. Just fucking fight him. He can't have his technology and traps everywhere.
True. Although, here's something that I was thinking way back when you were talking to me about the debris and the water and stuff.
Mhm.
I thought the waterfall was being held back by the debris. That's what I was thinking. That would have been a bad time just all the water just suddenly rushed out and hit everyone.
No. The way
That
I was
would've
saying
sucked.
it is the water has to be coming from somewhere, and the debris is inside is a lot inside the water. There technically you guys could have swam under, and if there was a pathway, you could have went through. However, at that point you would have had to have basically abandoned the three Pokemon you guys had with you.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're continuing in town, right?
As you guys make your way into town, I will say that he immediately takes you guys to a Pokemon Center.
Hooray.
Upon getting to said Pokemon Center, just kind of again because we're in a tiny bit of a rush. I will say you guys can get your heals on and blah 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 blah. So you guys can go ahead and heal your Pokemon.
Yay.
Everyone's awake again. Not
And
dead.
oddly enough, there's a Nurse Joy here too. That's weird.
Whoa.
Crazy.
What a
So it's
crazy
like
kooky
Joy must be
happenstance.
like your family name, right?
No, that's my first name.
What's your family name?
Also Joy. Oh, no. Anyway.
Your Joy.
Mario.
Happy
Mario.
Joy,
joy, joy.
happy joy.
But no, basically you'd be catching this Nurse Joy like near the end of her shift. She'd be putting away her like shop stuff. So you guys would be basically like getting your Pokemon healed up and blah 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 blah.
Hey,
Again,
Sherry.
just for expedience. What was up?
Hey, Sherry.
Sherry is looking over. She doesn't have anybody to heal up, so she's like,
Can you hold Thugnificent there? Biggie Smalls for a second. Just hold him still.
She holds up Biggie Smalls like she's like this.
Okay. Yeah, just like that. All right. Now just 1 second. Just one little second.
She's holding up Biggie Smalls.
I'm gonna give Biggie Smalls a little smooch on the head, and I'm gonna boop
With an Ultra Ball?
with an ultra.
You also have the ruler thing.
All right. So as you touch the Ultra Ball to Biggie Smalls, I can now at least tell you guys what the better balls do. So when it comes to catching Pokemon with better balls, the Great Ball will let you basically negate one bad roll on the 3 rolls that I do. So if you get a bad roll, then we can just re-roll it. Ultra Ball does 2. So any 2 bad rolls that I roll will be negated by the Ultra Ball. So let's go for 3 rolls. If any are horrible, then we will negate them. Yeah, we're not gonna count that one. So that's one negated by Ultra Ball. Well, that's 2 negated by Ultra Ball.
Well, good luck.
Bruh.
I mean, it's a 9. It's not horrible.
It's not horrible. I
Bruh.
still got 2 rolls, so at the
There you
17.
go.
All right.
That's better.
Final roll. You would have had to have basically got like another fucking 5 or below for that to even have a chance of not working. That was the fucking 2 5s in a row from the
it
beginning.
was just crying so hard that it almost failed.
As it shakes around for an unusual amount of time, as Biggie Smalls disappears from her hands and the ball shakes on the ground, eventually, you caught a Biggie Smalls.
Hell.
Da, nya, 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 nya.
Yay, it wasn't a caught Pokemon. Awesome.
I mean, we already knew that.
We already knew that? Shit.
Yeah, and there's Joy used her special test.
She fucking just touched it with a Pokeball.
So yeah, I can do it. So he can't be registered. He just walked in here or was abandoned. One or the other.
Hey, but you caught it. You caught Biggie Smalls.
Mm-hmm.
As Sherry just looks at it. She just like looks at it, looks to you, looks to it, looks to you. She's like, "Did you really need me to hold it?"
Uh-huh. It was very important.
She stands straight up proudly, like, "Yeah, I did it." Here you go. She picks up the Ultra Ball and walks off with it because she's a fucking thug. But no.
You know, I wouldn't disbelieve that.
So, are Chuck and Mark gonna stick around, or have
Chuck
they
and
already...
Mark are kind of like over by the Voltorb, and they're like kind of like checking him out, and they're like trying to figure out what to do with him. One of them like brings out a ball and touches it. As it does, nothing seems to happen. He's like, well, I mean, he has a Pokeball somewhere. It's like, oh yeah, I don't know what, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They have no idea what to do about this.
So since we're doing things kind of quickly, would it be possible to maybe take one Pokemon in my party and replace it?
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I will do that.
Who are you gonna replace?
I'm gonna do a quickie with Flappy's gonna go in.
Not Flappy. You haven't even bonded with it yet.
I bonded quite a bit with Flappy. I'll continue to bond with Flappy more in the future, but I need to eventually have a talk with a certain little Kabuto boy.
Well, I need you to put Flappy and Flappy's card into your Pokeball.
All
I need you to do it.
Oh, that's fine. In there. Love you, Flap.
I can't
Fuck you.
believe you're doing this stuff.
And you pulled out and you got milk.
It's not like I killed Flappy. It's in the Pokemon storage. You're gonna do the
You
same thing
basically
soon.
killed Flappy.
What do you mean soon?
You're gonna catch more than this 6 Pokemon.
You don't know that.
How
I know you.
dare you? No, you got
You don't-
milk out.
Yay!
Look at that boy. Look at that
Look at that
milky
boy.
boy.
Look at
That
the
milk boy.
the Milky Way.
Show me the Milky Way.
Show me the milk.
As you do that, anybody else have anything they want to do in the Pokemon Center? Again, I'm sorry that we're kind of like rushing through the Pokemon Center visit.
Not really. My
I
Pokemon
can-
didn't get hurt, so
I actually, there is something I wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to go up and ask Nurse Joy if they have any stuff with which to use revival herbs. and
Any
if not,
stuff.
if not, if they could point me in the direction of stuff with which to use revival herbs.
She will look to you. She will see that you don't have the. I'm sorry, you don't have the badges to buy revival herb. Oh, your friends are okay, fine.
I'm here.
But no. She will look to you and she will. Let's get a bit of a roll. Get a bit of a roll.
Not asking for revival herbs.
She does not have any sort of mortar or pestle in stock right now. She did say, however, that there are specialty shops around that could potentially do something like that. Especially here in Orberg, there are a bunch of clay workers who could potentially make you something you might be looking for.
Oh, okay.
She like kind of like steps out to like show you. However, you see Oscar. He just like, I know where to go for something like that.
Oh, okay.
And Nurse Joy.
Nurse
Do you
Joy
have
backs
anything
off
that
from like, okay, I'm
costs-
sorry, I didn't mean to upset you, sir. And he's like,
Fine.
That's just his thing.
She
he's gonna
bursts into
kill
tears.
us. He's gonna kill everyone. Ever since he became the gym leader of this town, everyone knows he's gonna fucking murder us all.
We're supposed to unite the force, not leave it in darkness.
You are brother.
Nurse Joy, do you have anything that costs an inordinate amount of money?
She looks to you. She sees your money wallet fucking bulging, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know, a date with me, slugger." I'm kidding.
Normally, I would say yes, but I have to deal with some personal issues before I could consider such things. I would explain, however, you would not believe me, and it would take some time.
But no, she does not seem to have anything that costs a exorbitant amount of money. However, she
Okay.
also points you toward like, well, there's some specialists in town who maybe might have something to sell you for a large amount of money.
Specialists?
Again, like clay workers, like
Metal
raw ones,
workers,
stuff like
all
that.
sorts of people have their own
Oh
storage.
yeah. I have a question about specialty people.
Go ahead.
Is there anything in this town about like taking fossils and making them into Pokemon?
You mean the fossil research lab?
Yeah, that.
He's just like, you mean the fossil research lab that's in the town?
Yeah, that.
As he looks back over to you, he's just like, well, I mean, from what I understand, there's a lab that takes fossils.
That's what I've been
And
told.
they research them.
Is
and,
that like
Sometimes Pokemon come out.
so? Like
You
Are
hear
they-
a hold on. You hear a as that happens, he seems to jump and like you see that he stands up very straight when he hears the whistle. As the girl looks over him, she's like, "You're not supposed to tell them that, gym leader." I'm not. No, sir.
that they make Pokemon fossils?
Yeah, that they make Pokemon out of fossil. At which point,
I mean, I thought I've been told by that from people in other towns.
they don't do that anymore. He's not supposed to tell anyone that.
But they don't do that anymore?
No.
But I have a rock.
Why don't they do that anymore?
Yeah.
I've told you why they don't do that anymore.
Well, they do that anymore.
Well, a lot of the Pokemon they brought back from fossils, well, they got lost underground. And one thing led to another, and now there's a large populace of, well, endangered Pokemon in the underground. They got a lot of flack for that.
Wait, are you saying that my rock will never become a not rock?
I mean, they could probably still do it. At which point she again whistles at him. You can't say that, you don't know.
They can? Where is this place?
So we're on the edge of town. He looks over at her. She doesn't blow the whistle. She's like, you can still tell them where they are. He's like, apparently I can still tell you where they are.
Awesome.
He looks over at her. She puts her whistle down. He kind of lets out a sigh.
Well, we kind of ran into some Kabuto. They seemed like they were doing pretty fine.
Yeah, they're nice. He looks
Yeah.
over at her. Not that I would know. She puts down the whistle. He lets out another sigh.
He's the best.
As she looks back over to you guys. I'm sorry that there's not a lot of information on stuff like that here, but they got into a lot of trouble for that. So they don't really do stuff like that anymore. But I
Would it
mean,
make-
maybe you could convince them if they still have their machines.
Maybe it'll be better since I came from Hoenn with a rock.
How come you're allowed to tell them that and I'm not allowed to tell them that? I said maybe! You said they could! Oh. I mean, they probably could. She blows her whistle.
Alright. Are they open now?
Open? It's not like they're a store. It's a lab.
So
I
labs
mean,
don't
people still have to
close.
work.
So, like,
there,
are they
yeah.
open? There, you can just go there sometime.
24/7, awesome.
Not 24/7. You know what? A reasonable time.
But he said they don't close.
I mean, what do I know? This is why you don't tell people things. Apparently, this is why I don't tell people things.
No. You gave good information to me.
See? He just kind of like motions to you, like, see? I'm helping people. He doesn't say that.
We're brothers in a way, you and I.
She gives a bit of a sigh, and she just like looks over towards you, Lee. She's like, I can show you where it is.
Oh, that'd be awesome of you.
They have a nice exhibit of things, and some of the Pokemon that they had still live there, so they should probably be pretty cool to look at if anything. You said you had a fossil? Did you get it in the underground?
No, I got it from Hoenn. Then I was kind of napped and then brought over here, but yeah, I got it from Hoenn.
Yeah, napping's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just like shrugs. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck you mean, but all right, cool, naps.
While somebody said napping's pretty cool, Lee is just like, yeah, they are. Like legitly.
As she kind of like steps forward, and she goes over and she seems to grab your hand, Lee. Like, all right, come on, let's go.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Come on,
Have
Cena.
fun.
She looks at the rest of you guys as she grabs Lee's hand, and she's like, does anyone else want to go and check it out?
Sure.
Grab Evelyn's hand. Let's go.
Ah!
As she,
Okay.
just like as she looks at everybody, you're like, sure, and like Oscar's like, yeah, no thanks.
Is there anywhere I should look at while I'm in town?
Any place where you just need to
Roll me charisma, Keanu.
Yeah. I flick on. One second.
Don't worry, Cena's coming with me.
Wow, there's this one place you just have to see. The Orberg mine's really cool right now. They have it's completely chock full of Pokemon that are pretty neat to look at. I mean, a lot of the time they used to be pretty common, but a lot of new types of Pokemon have moved in ever since the underground opened up. Even to the north of town, there's some really nice wild Ponyta.
Aww.
Fucking Ponyta.
What's a Ponyta?
Oh,
saw
It's a
before.
fire horse.
That was the one. It was the little fire horse professor pulled out.
Oh, right, that thing. Okay, yeah, those are cute.
yeah, those are cute. I like them. I don't have one ready, do I? I thought I
I
had
feel
one
like the
ready.
perpetual fire might become an issue,
I
but
should have one ready. Is it down here? It might be down here. Search.
Actually,
Fucking
I
yeah, it
hear
is.
they can control the
As you
temperature of the
say
flame.
what's a Ponyta, while you guys are still in the Pokemon Center, he goes, like this.
Hey.
As he seems
Oh,
to throw out what appears to be a large fire horse. As he does, the rest of the people in the Pokemon Center seem to like back away as they're like, "Oh God, he's finally gone for his attack!" As a large fire horse appears, he's like, "Oh, no, that's Rapidash."
yeah, that one's bigger.
He's like,
That
"Oh no,
horse is even
that's
more on
that's
fire."
Rapidash." He points to Rapidash, points to you. It's like a smaller this without a horn.
Majestic.
I'd pet it.
He looks around, sees people like backing up from him. He looks to Rapidash. He looks to the others. He's like, "I'm gonna step outside." Let's go, Rapidash.
Say hi to Officer Jenny for me.
As you
Poor
see,
guy.
somebody's already over like in the side, like on their Poketch, like calling 911.
He has a hard life, probably.
He's so misunderstood. That poor
the
man.
leader doesn't really make friends well. He's really blunt about a lot of things, and he doesn't really make an effort to change how he looks. So, and he doesn't really care too much about his reputation. He seems to think it's just inevitable.
Yeah, but
He
he's
seems like an
nice.
awesome guy.
He is pretty nice. He looks over toward she looks over toward Evelyn, and she's like, "Are you the girl he mentioned before that he took through Mount Cornet?"
Yeah, that sounds super familiar.
I thought it might be you since Macho here was really nice to you.
Yeah, he's a big old just snuggle monkey,
Watch.
snuggle bug.
Macho picks you up again.
No.
While you are picking up two Pokemon, he is picking up you. There is a pickup like
Oh no!
exception going on. You know what? Let's make Macho bigger.
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Close-
All right,
close enough.
so
Oh yeah,
Nailed it.
Derek. Since we're heading out, I'd like to remind you probably give the ship a call with all that's happened.
Yeah, I was planning to fill him in.
You should also, Keanu. Maybe you should tell Mr. Mungus that a bunch of nasty people are inside his cave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe not.
I mean,
Why?
should I call someone too?
Yes.
I'm really good at phones.
You are. In fact, you're gonna help me call your uncle. It'll be great.
Uncle Issies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
We gotta tell him what happened.
okay.
what's wrong?
Mm,
Do you want my phone number?
she looks at you and she's like, yes.
Here you go. It's somewhere on there.
She seems to pull out her poke gear. Oh, by the way, I actually had a thing I was wanting to give you, but I completely forgot about it. Hold a second. I know that I'm like trying to rush through things, and now I'm just not doing it anymore because fuck it. But
Another camera?
yeah, it's another camera. Look at that shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm kidding.
Hell yeah.
This cloud and boop. There you go.
Yay.
It's a poke gear.
Yeah.
It's perfect. As that at that point, if Evelyn, do you still want to go to the fossil lab?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, would stick together.
At which point, the girl seems to like go over. Her Quilava seems to follow her as well. As she does, wait for you guys to get over to her. Evelyn, whenever you get over to her, with Darmanitan just kind of carrying you over, the Quilava seems to look off towards you. Again, seems to kind of like narrow its eyes over at you.
Oh, hello.
Just do rolling for the Quilava really quick.
I don't believe this girl isn't familiar to me, is she?
Nope. Quilava got a individual. This 4, so that's a
Right down the middle.
14. All right. Quilava seems to make its way over towards you, Evelyn, and while you're being held onto by the Darmanitan, the Quilava seems to start like kind of gets back on its hind legs and starts kind of like touching you.
Oh,
Seems to start like kind of pawing at you.
I'm gonna paw at it. I'm gonna touch its little paw.
You start trying to touch its paw. It seems to be avoiding your paws. It seems to be poking at you and prodding at you. As it's doing that, you see the girl. She's like, "What are you doing, Quilava? Leave her alone."
Oh, I love this.
Poke,
This is
poke,
fine.
prod, prod, poke, poke, prod, prod. It seems to stop as it seems to grab at your bag.
Oh,
The egg?
oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna kind of like motion for Macho to like maybe let me down closer to Quilava.
Macho does not. It hugs you tighter. I'm kidding.
Just for a second.
Macho seems to let you down, as Quilava seems to still be holding onto your bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up.
You open up the bag?
Yeah.
Quilava seems to immediately, as you open up the bag, like move closer to you and start like putting its arms like all the way in your bag.
Oh.
As it does, it starts seemingly pulling stuff out of your bag and kind of like just tossing it up.
Oh. Well, okay.
As it does that, several revival herbs go into the air, a potion goes in the air, some money goes in the air, a couple of Pokeballs go in the air, the fluffy
I
tail
catch
goes
them
into the
all.
air. And as all those things go into the air, it seems to pull out the egg. As it pulls out the egg, it looks to you and its eyes narrow at you. As it does, the girl seems to walk up to you like, "Oh, what are you doing with that?"
Oh, this was a gift from Professor Damson.
Professor Damson handed that over to you?
Yeah. He asked me to take care of it.
Oh yeah, that's from here, isn't it?
Yeah, he said it used to belong to a champion or something.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Uh-huh.
She like looks at you and like looks to the Quilava as she kind of sighs. Well, that belonged to my brother. Well, not real brother, but he's my brother.
Your brother?
Yeah. Well, it was his Pokemons, but it was a really weird Pokemon in the end. The egg hasn't hatched in quite a while.
How long has it been around?
Well, the egg was made about a year ago.
Oh.
That's a long time.
Did it have anything to do with that weird dirt?
I don't know. It was a really dirty egg whenever we had it around, but well, my brother's Pokemon, and she kind of motions to Quilava, and mine here.
Oh.
Really enjoyed each other's company, you see.
Oh.
But well, the thing with it was, she kind of like looks over at the Quilava and then looks back to you. The egg didn't really hatch before my brother's Pokemon, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
It was really painful for him to have it around, especially since it wasn't going to hatch anytime soon. He kept it around for a while. I took it to Professor Damson about a month ago, and it still hasn't seemed to do anything. He was gonna look into it for us.
Oh. Well, yeah, he said he wasn't making a whole lot of progress with that.
She nods. She looks to Quilava and she kind of like scritches at its ears. I'm sure that Professor Damson must have saw something in you that thought maybe you could handle it.
I mean, maybe. Fennekin here did a good job with it, though.
She looks at the Fennekin. She's like, ah, it's a fox. Anyway,
she got rid of the dirt on it, and it hasn't come back.
Oh.
Yeah.
She looks at Quilava and she looks at the egg. All right, Quilava, let's hand it back, okay? Quilava holds on to the egg.
Don't worry, Quilava. Evelyn's been taking really good care of that egg.
Quilava holds on to the egg, looks back toward the girl, and then looks towards you. Kind of like takes a couple steps forward towards you and holds the egg out to you.
Sure. Oh, she's gonna take it really gently. I've been doing my best to take good care of it, and I'm gonna keep doing my best.
Quilava puts his little hands down and just kind of like motions over toward just kind of motions itself back over toward the girl and just kind of like lays down a little bit. It was really sad with the egg around, but it's still its egg, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure he just got a little mushy. Anyway, we should probably go to the fossil research lab.
No problem.
Even if they're not there, you can at least know where it's at that point. Let's go.
That's true.
As she goes to like step forward, Quilava just kind of like stays behind and like looks towards you, and she just looks back like, Quilava, do you want to walk with her? She looks to you. She's like, what was your name again?
My name is Evelyn.
I'm Maria.
It's very nice to meet you. She's gonna reach out for shake hands.
She shakes her hand. You want to walk with Evelyn? Koala kind of like stands next to you.
I keep the egg out, and I'm just gonna hold it as we walk.
She kind of just gives a smile. She just starts walking up. She's like, "All right, Macho, let's go."
Wait, don't take Patchy with you.
As she begins walking off, do you guys go with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee, Evelyn,
Oh,
Finnegan,
stick together.
Quilava, Pachirisu, Cena, Shooter, Macho.
Just a fucking parade through town.
As you guys are gonna head off toward this place.
Make way, it's Evelyn.
And Lee.
And Lee. I'm trying to find a good place to set it. Fine, whatever, it can stay there.
Make it a little bit smaller.
Nah, it's fine where it is. They're just on a fault line.
Watch out, the Durant's coming up from beneath. It's gonna eat the bush.
At that point, Varric, April, Keanu, you guys are left in the Pokemon Center. As you guys are left in the Pokemon Center, Sherry seems to stay over by where Varric is, because again she said that they were gonna call people. Keanu, you can get ready to call people if you want to. As you are all kind of there in the Pokemon Center, you guys look over to the side of the center as you see that Chemo is kind of just sitting off by herself, over by the seats, and just kind of is looking very tired. As she's sitting there, she seems to be like nodding, like nah, nah. Who just threw a fresh water at her?
Meh.
Kiana, you wanna walk over and give her a fresh water?
Mm-hmm.
You make your way over to Chemo, and you bring her a fresh water. As you do, she seems to look up at you. You can see that her face is slightly red again, potentially throwing off a bit of heat. You see that she's sweating a little bit as she looks to you. She's like, "What's this for?"
It's important to stay hydrated, otherwise you die.
I'm not sure I want to think about water right now. With what that guy was doing.
Do you want like juice instead?
She
Soda?
looks at you.
Coffee? Tea? I don't know.
Sure.
Fluids are important. You look like you've got like the mega flu, or like you just threw a mountain at somebody.
No, I'm fine. This is fine. She takes the water.
Okay, there you go.
As she just kind of like takes the water, she looks back at you, and she's just like, She looks around. She notices that Lee and Evelyn are gone. She's like, "Well, fuck." I'm kidding.
Didn't really think about that.
But as she's doing that, April's like, anyway.
Something communism, something.
something love.
She looks at
something goop.
She looks at you, and as she does, I'm gonna roll for her really quick. Perfect. As she's just kind of like sipping on the water a bit, and she's like, "I'm not sick. Don't worry. It just does this sometimes."
Cool.
Glug glug.
It's good to hear. I mean, getting the flu while walking across the country is pretty bogus.
I'm not sick, Keanu.
Well, that's why I said that's a good thing.
She just like looks at you.
Because if you did get sick, that would be bogus.
And also, don't believe anything that Lee and Evelyn tell you.
What, like that you're Professor X from that hit TV show, The X-Men?
What?
Maybe it's an Alolan thing.
Whatever. Sure, nothing like that. Whatever that is.
Okay.
that obviously we were all it was really stressful. There was really stressful things happening down there, and we were all hallucinating.
That's true. Do you want a shiny rock? I've got a blue one,
A shiny
and a
rock?
red one, and a purple one, and a green one. Yeah, I picked them up when the wall exploded because of Eevee, because I told him to explode
You mean
the
those
wall.
gems we were told not to get?
Yeah.
Can I see one?
Uh-huh.
She like thanks for a second. Then she's like, fuck it. You just pull all of them out. As you pull out these 4 decently large gems. As you do, she seems to like put down her water and starts like kind of like looking them over. As she goes to look them over, she seems to be like very closely like just like looking at them. She's like, I can't. They just look like regular things to me, almost like glass even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why they're so into them. I guess money.
Well, it's like when people freak out about diamonds and stuff. Isn't that just carbon? It's basically just really hard coal.
You know, I heard something about gems in the underground. I can't remember though. I'm not from this place. Do you know anything, April? Oh, so it doesn't have really anything to do with your profession or anything that you've been interested in? And it's also kind of obscure information, so you don't actually know anything about it? Oh no, that's understandable. I mean, I don't know everything about Johto, and I've lived there my entire life. Yeah, I know. People can't really expect to know everything about the place they're from.
This is
Did
true.
you know that if you heated a diamond up really, really, really hot, it doesn't melt, it just disappears?
What?
Uh-huh. Because it turns into carbon.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You have to, it's like super hot though, like, not like the sun, but like kind of like the sun, you know?
She looks at the gems and she hands them back to you. Maybe ask somebody who's into mining or something. I could have swore that there's something interesting about these type of things, about Sinnoh and mining
Rocks.
gems and stuff.
Maybe Lee knows.
Maybe. She just kind of
I mean, they
shrugs and
make
hands them
pretty
back over
good-
to you.
They,
By the
they
way, the
make-
ones that you have are around the size of like your fist. Like they're pretty big.
Oh, there's some big
Swole
ones. A couple of big boys over here.
Like there were some in that cave that were not as big, but these are like the size of your fist. As all this is going on, April is going to make some food.
Away.
No. April is getting her Pokemon fixed up. Varric, you said you were going to want to call Ulysses.
Yeah, go ahead, just fill him in on what happened. And, you know, the weird admin guy with the weird powers that were definitely not smoke and mirrors.
You try calling Ulysses. As you do not get through.
Hmm. There's
Hey
definitely a
Ulysses,
signal,
what's
right?
up, mate?
You get sent to call waiting because Keanu is talking to him. No, I'm like, you don't seem to get through.
Signal's okay around here? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It just
Weird.
seems to ring and ring.
Not even like to leave a message or anything?
Nope, he does not seem to have a message system set up.
Oh, weird.
Mime.
I guess I'll have to
Mime?
try later.
Mr. Mime!
Yeah, I hope-
Mr. Mime!
I hope nothing bad's happening over there. Normally he'd pick up.
What a hot date with Nurse Joy. We hit it off whenever we hit it off whenever she was healing my fucking dinosaur wounds.
Yo, fair though.
What was that?
Yo, fair though. She likes Geodude, probably because he's buff. She likes Ulysses, probably because he's buff. Fought a dinosaur. Respect. Get it, girl. Get it, boy. I don't know what it is, but get it.
Go after it, whatever it is.
Get that lunch in the movie.
As you put the poke gear down, Sherry's eyes just kind of light up like, we don't have to talk to Uncle Ulysses?
I guess not. No.
Then who else should we call? She kind of goes to try to grab at whatever phone you have.
I mean, it's her phone. I mean, I can't think of anybody else to really call.
She looks, she's like, I don't have a lot of people in my contacts. I have Dad, Uncle Ulysses, Keanu.
Well,
she's just like looking in. A couple of other people.
Well, Sherry, do you know why that guy could control water or whatever he was doing?
Yes.
Could you please tell me?
It's a secret.
I mean, we're part of the team now. I mean, I figure
Well, not all the grunts know about it.
But we're higher up than grunts. We're still lower than an admin like you, but...
Who said you were higher up than grunts? Who said you were higher up than grunts?
Ulysses?
Listen here, you little shit.
I mean, if we want to be able to combat something like that, I think we kind of need to know what we're dealing with.
It's a really big secret, though.
Sherry? Can you do anything cool like that?
No.
Okay.
But I probably wouldn't tell you if I could.
Not even if it was, like, super really cool?
No, because it's a big secret. And all the admins have to keep the secret.
Alrighty. It's a shame, though. I bet it's a really cool secret.
That's why it's secret.
She's like, yeah, it was. It's a very good secret.
Damn it.
That only that kind of thing only works if they're the only ones that know the secret. She knows several people that know the secret.
I know, I'm just trying.
And that was
You're
the
not a
second
grunt
time my
asshole,
grandma
but I guess you want to
burnt
be a
down the
grunt.
What was that? What was that, Lee?
I was just saying you're not a grunt asshole, but if you want to be a grunt, keep acting like one. Be a bitch.
She's just like, it's a secret.
You're a grunt. No, we're not. Yes, you are. Okay, I guess I'm a grunt.
You know, I said that we're not grunts, but whatever. I guess that doesn't matter.
If you
Whatever,
give up
man.
like
She hasn't talked to Ulysses yet.
Hmm?
She hasn't talked to Ulysses yet, at least for figuring that part out. All she knows is you guys are grunts.
But they had a conversation.
They did.
Yeah, not
told
about
her
that.
We're not grunts.
Damn it.
There wasn't a conversation about you guys not being grunts. He just said that you guys were with them.
Yeah.
Which means you're grunts.
She called us grunts, and you says, "Don't call them grunts. They're not grunts."
that conversation.
Yeah.
That's because she wanted him to call you by your names. He didn't give you guys any higher prestiges or anything. He just wanted her to call you guys by your names.
Either way, Varric, grow a backbone. Call yourself an admin. Be awesome.
But that'd be lying. I don't want to lie to the princess.
That's right.
This is Leah, and you're cool.
I'm obviously better than an admin because I have another title. That means I have to set a better example for the admins and not tell you this secret. Bye.
Well,
And that
that's
was
that,
the
then.
second time my grandma burned down the retirement home.
You just said the second time twice.
Yeah.
Different retirement homes?
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets around.
Oh, Keanu, don't tell them all of my secrets.
Her
You
and Grandpa
grunt.
like to ride around on a Sea-Doo. Frankly, I'm not convinced she's actually as old as everyone thinks she is.
Don't tell them I'm a member of Team Skull, Keanu.
You fucking a grandma walking up doing the Team Skull like hand thing.
She's got all these tattoos. I don't know.
God, what's the town that like Team Skull took over in Sun and Moon?
Po Town.
She fucking her retirement home's in Po Town.
The rent's real cheap, apparently.
Po Town for life.
Po Town for life, Keanu.
Jesus Christ.
We love it here. All the kids are so nice. They taught me what's hip and with it, and put me into their gang.
Hip and gang.
They're a nice little club.
No, gang. It's a gang. Your friend is
Kill
weird.
people.
We
Yeah, I think
kill
my
people.
grandma
I'm kidding.
might be a criminal.
Yeah,
My
but
dad's
since-
a real nice guy, though.
Since you can't contact Ulysses, maybe you should call his grandma.
Freaking
What's up?
There was this one time me and the boys went down to the beach and started waving our arms at a mantine.
Fucking showed him.
Fucking showed that mantine. Falcon says no wonder she got so much money and a phone.
Jesus.
She stole all of it from people.
She's a high up member, man. At first I thought it was a pyramid scheme, and then I realized that it kind of was, but I was still cool with it.
She's this world's equivalent of fucking Guzma.
Yes, I run this bitch now. But I thought I ran this. Get on! It's like, go and clean your room. Yes, yeah, okay, all right.
Guzma's not in this world. He's in Yu-Gi-Oh now.
True. She grabbed a Palosan's shovel and it fell under her control. What? Is that an actual like Pokedex entry thing? Like the Palosan shovels?
Believe it.
Huh? What?
I don't know. Maybe.
Joker, look. We have
All right.
more
Well, guys,
money.
I've been kind of stalling because at this point, there's not a lot to do. I don't want to get into like the next big plot points or anything because it's gonna take us into more stuff, and I've already gone over my hours that they told me I had. So it's basically I've just been kind of like doing whatever with this last little bit. NJ Nice with the $2. So are they going to be Team Breakthrough Enforcers? Also, Smashpiration for Ulysses. Smashpiration for Ulysses. All right.
Apparently, its shovel functions like a radar.
Of course, the Alolan would know.
Today was fun though.
Move that over here.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't really understand like what all is going on with the with what I gotta go and move stuff for, but like, I was. It seemed like it's like a short notice thing, so I understand. But yeah, with all that being said, my guys, I don't really want to go into what all is going to happen. However, let's do a bit of a ending thing here. As all of you guys are chilling out with Chemo, and you guys are trying to get Ulysses over the phone, eventually, as you guys are talking about the secret, April seems to give out a bit of a gasp as she looks over to where Keanu and Chemo are. Keanu, while you were speaking with Chemo seemed to
do a handstand.
She seemed to fall over to the side.
Oh no.
She seemed to collapse in the chair that she was in. As you make your way over to her, she seems to be breathing slightly heavily. As you put your hand to her again, she is throwing off a lot of heat, as visually shown. as she seems to be doing that, Nurse Joy seems to come out from the top, and people seem to be making a bit of a commotion. As this commotion is being made, Oscar seems to make his way inside as well, hearing the commotion as he makes his way over to you guys. And Chemo seems to be definitely, for some reason, just throwing off a fever. Everyone surrounds her and begins to see what's going on. Meanwhile, over at the Fossil Research Lab, you guys make your way there. Looking at the building in front of you, you notice that there are some lights on, however, not all of them. The only lights that seem to be on are off in the far end of the Fossil Research Lab. Going to the front doors, you don't seem to see anybody at the reception area or the desk beyond the glass doors. However, the doors are unlocked. We'll see what happens with you guys the next time to see if you guys decide to go in or not. With that being said, though, I think this is a good time for us to end things off with Chemo seemingly having some sort of a feverish fit and you guys making your way to the Fossil Research Lab. Until next time, that is where things are going to end. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves. We enjoyed ourselves. It was very fun.
Oh, man.
You guys met Oscar!
My boy! I have been waiting for this for so long.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You should be.
God.
All right.
I'm so happy. I got a Kabuto. And I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna...
you stole a Kabuto from his friends.
A Kabuto. It's almost like wild Pokemon may not like being taken from their home.
One of those lovable Kabuto who was just sitting there helping people. And you decided to take milk from his friends.
I did. And I'm going to have a talk with him soon.
You horrible person.
These things happen.
I would say that we should stay here for a bit of an ending cut, for like a little bit of an ending thing, guys. But like, I only have like a little bit. I'll stay for like a minute or two, just to make sure we have some bit of ending here and not ending things on a weird note, which I think we already did, because there was just so many jokes at the end of it that it just kind of like petered out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But I couldn't think of what to do. It's like I couldn't start you guys going into the thing. Nobody was going out to talk with Ulysses or anything, and like, or not Ulysses, fucking Oscar or anything, and like I didn't have anything else. I'm like, okay, I guess we're just gonna joke for like a couple of minutes. All right, and we're done. Your Chemo evolved into Chemochi.
Chemochi.
Yep, Chemo's evolving. You guys got me.
But
Chemo is actually a Pokemon.
I knew it.
I said, thank you guys for the stream. Today was awesome.
Your face was dumb.
Oh, gee, with that, I'm just gonna go be sad and play Kingdom Hearts 3.
I already beat it.
Did you?
Yeah. Xehanort kills Dumbledore.
I knew it. The leaks were real.
I can almost feel the clench of a bunch of people. Like, is he actually? Oh,
you can hear the butts clenching.
I was trying to be like, what would be the best way to do it? And it's like, Snape kills Xehanort? No.
No, Snape kills Xehanort because Snape comes out of Sora and he's like, I've been waiting for you this entire time.
Snape was inside Sora. Among with the million other people that are inside Sora.
All right. I'm also gonna head out though.
All right. Well, with that being said, my dudes, there's not gonna be too much of an ending thing here. I gotta go and move some stuff over from house to house. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Have any questions, comments, complaints, or widescries? Put them in the comments below. And until next time, guys, like always, later days. All right, guys, we dropped everything out and they're gone.
So does that mean I'm from Ula Ula?
Oh yeah, of course.
I guess I'm from Ula Ula.
Oh, the island.
What makes you say that?
Oh, because that's where that island that I guess my grandma has to be from Ula Ula.
I mean, I guess we could actually go with her being in Poe Town, I guess.
I don't know.
The rent's real cheap, Keanu.
Every once in a while, we just learn a little bit more about Keanu.
We just learn a little bit more about his family.
Yeah, sometimes I'd be at school and I'd be having a hard time, and then my grandma would come by with all their friends on their motorbikes, and suddenly my grades would improve. I don't know why. She